bars in a rave, man, I go hard like Santan. Yo, when I spit bars in a rave, man, I go hard like Santan.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Touchline Fracas. I'm hosting today, Morayo. You may not know me, but nice to hear you. Nice to speak to you. Yeah, let's start that again. I'm literally doing the editing. I'm literally in a dark fucking hole at fucking 1 a.m. doing the editing. This could be anything. This could be the Mil Heskey dub from the Copper intro, man. Let's do that all over again. Hello and welcome to another episode of Touchline Fracas. I'm joined this week by some familiar faces, some somewhat familiar faces, and a brother I don't think I've ever seen in my life. I'll start with him. You go by Marco, don't you?
Yeah, Marco. Yeah.
Marco. How you doing, my guy?
I'm good still. Some would say it's a coincidence. Arsenal have lost. Liverpool have won and I'm here. I would say that they are not right. I planned this shit.
You did, yeah.
Staying this shit.
Yeah, you confirmed like on Friday, I believe.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so you were preempting the results, or you just thought it's been a minute since I've been on? I got some shit to say.
It's been a minute. Obviously, if Liverpool lost yesterday, maybe I would have pulled a sickie and been
Nah,
like,
I don't. Now we would just come to your house and brought you
I'd have been like, you know what, I've got some things going on. I've got a little coffee.
family stuff.
I don't want to share it with the lads.
Fair enough, man. Good to have you on, brother.
Thank you.
It's been a minute. Babs, how you doing, bro?
It's been a rough last couple of weeks.
Yeah, you look rough, man.
Hey, man.
The hoodie's like slack, like
Yeah,
the top of your
slack,
clavicle showing, like fucking.
man,
The people said, "Can you have some opinions this week?" That would be nice.
Fuck the people.
So no, is that a no? Or are you gonna?
Well, let's get to the point, man. Let's get to the point.
My co-conspirator, Disu, what are you saying? Look at you, were rattled. You were shook. You were shook. Is he gonna cook me? Nah, you're good this week, brother.
I can't lie though. For the viewers, this I don't know why, but Disu and Marco, they're coming like it's the Paris Fashion Week, man. They're drip.
Hey, listen. All I know is, Odegaard, thank you.
Yeah.
What are you saying? The
Thank
stocks
you.
are paying dividends.
Bro, I have agendas, that boom. Bro, this is fucking Bitcoin, fam.
Metro booming.
Hey, bull market things. man.
Yes.
Odegaard. Oh, god damn.
Oh
Thank you,
dear
Odegaard.
God! Like, listen. Like you said, there's been agendas and there will be more agendas in the future. But this was, some people will call it speculative because he's a player who generally, by the consensus, is quite highly rated. Watching it crash and burn in real time has been crazy. And you know when it's peak, when the defenders, they're just quiet. Because they can't speak and they're waiting for him by his performances to allow them to rise. Ayomi, they rise.
Dr. Leroy.
And that in itself is almost confirmation that he's not playing
After
to
the
that
Spurs
level.
game, Dr. Leroy came in and atted me. I said, you have some fucking
Nerve. Yeah.
Your boy has been absolute cheeks for weeks.
Yeah.
No, not weeks, the whole season actually. Because he was asked before he didn't say anything. Today, so yesterday I added him. My response to me at 1 a.m. I've been out all day. Oh, I bet. I bet. I know he's watched the game by now.
Of course.
I know he's watched the
Still
game.
ain't said nothing.
I'll ask him tomorrow.
Yeah. We'll put a 2-man weave on him tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Before I start, I've got to do the usual plug, the socials. So this is Touchline Fracas. If you're not subscribed on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, please make sure you do if that's where you listen. You'll see that the visuals, full pod visuals are coming up on the YouTube TMG community. So make sure you're subscribed to YouTube, the TikTok. I'm going to post some stuff this week, so subscribe in advance. The Insta, Touchline Fracas, Touchline Media Group, TMG. Yeah, that one as well. Subscribe to all of them, visual content coming out this week. And if you like that stuff, the patrons for the club pods are there too. Let's go into what was an interesting Premier League weekend. We'll start with our game of the week. Disu. Manchester United at home versus Brighton. Not a fixture.
That's our game of the week.
Yes.
No, I think Arsenal Villa's game.
We don't have an Arsenal.
Arsenal Villa was on Sky Sports.
We don't have an Arsenal fan on.
All eyes on me. Slot. Our game was tucked away in the shadows, bro.
Nah, trust me.
No, give
All
it.
eyes were on it.
Bro, Bear man got the streams and man had the streams up. Must start snitching on man and watching that fire stick. Hey yo, he's got a fire stick. Hey, don't the LeBron gift when he gets the referee.
He took us to the referee, put their point in there.
Yeah.
He's got a fire stick.
Literally.
Arrested, but,
Yeah, it was 2 p.m. But trust me, all eyes were on it. Just with the discourse that I was seeing in chats and obviously on my timeline. Going into the game, how are you feeling? Obviously midweek, Ahmad hat trick, but how are you actually feeling coming into this one?
I
as I said, I think maybe in the group chat or on Twitter, I think probably the group chat, I said, I'm high as a kite until the Brighton game. Because I knew the crashing that was en route. Because I've watched a bit of Brighton and they're a really good football team. They're physical, they can run, they are quick and decisive with passes. And I just knew that they'll just undo what we're trying to do. So I had a very, very bad feeling for the game, and it materialised because we got absolutely packed.
Yeah, let's start with the first goal. Mtoma gets in behind way too easily.
Yeah.
And then he passes it
To Minter. He passed it to Minter.
Yeah, Minter.
The touch from Mtoma was so good.
That touch that's what killed Mazraoui.
Yeah.
That's what caused me. But you know what caused that? 5-0 City. Wow. Do you know what caused that? Delit pushing up to do God knows what. Like, it was almost like he thought the ball was coming there, or he was planning to go to a duel. But obviously, the ball went way over where he was, and there was nobody to deal with. So then, when Mitoma gets him behind, Delit isn't behind Mazraoui.
You're already a man down in defence, and
bizarre. The most bizarre defending I've seen from him today. I'm not gonna say like this month, today. But then we come back in the first half, like next 5-10 minutes. I feel like we're a bit more in the ascendancy, getting into their box, creating dangerous positions. I think Dallo had a cutback that he didn't pass back. I think Ahmad had a couple of openings, Xerxes some half chances. So by the time we got the goal, I thought that was pretty
deserved.
fair.
Yeah. It was deserved. We were pressing them high. We were turning the ball over the few spaces. Dallo was getting in behind a couple times. So I thought, okay, cool, if we keep on building on this. But the issue was, Brighton, out of all teams that we faced, are probably the best one-touch team in terms of randomly playing one-touch against a press that I've seen us play all year. And that's not good for us because, yes, we could turn the ball over high at the pitch. Like Amar does that pretty well. Sometimes Bruno does it, or Ugarte. But the amount of times Ugarte and Meno got bypass was crazy. It was crazy. And I'm watching it, I'm thinking, is it them?
Or is it the system?
Is it the system, or is it also them? Because like it was really, really bad. And I'm thinking, I was trying to think about it tactically. And I think low-key playing, when we're defending, our wing-backs are basically making us have a back five.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's best advice. I think they need to push forward and make it a midfield four. Because when they push up, there's so much space to the sides, in behind.
But do they do that because, obviously, when you jump, if you jump and you don't get it, they're in behind you. And it's almost like, I think the caution from how well we're not playing, and I think to Amarin's point about not really starting first at home, is like, actually, we're always going to be reactive. Let's make sure, let's anticipate they are going to jump us, and let's have 5 set up already, when really it's like, push up a bit. Sometimes you will win it, and sometimes you will lose it, and you'll pay the numbers, right?
Yeah, but my thing is, like, this is standard stuff though. If you have a bank of 4, in front of your bank of your 3, there's going to be more protection from in those little half spaces than you have a bank of 5, and then you have 2 effectively.
Yeah.
And then couple, like Meno, and sometimes they play 1-to-1. So if let's say Meno follows
Baleba.
I can't remember Ayari, I think the name of the guy. And then the ball goes into Ayari to Baleba. Baleba bounces it back to Dunk, and then Dunk pops it instantly into the gap that was just left behind. That's it.
We're
done.
open. Yeah.
Done just like that. So and then just kept on happening. Again.
Okay, so question for you there. In your explanation,
how you think about it.
yeah. So in your explanation, if instead it was a midfield 4, in that scenario, what happens when Dunk? So Meno goes with Baleba.
Yeah.
Baleba plays it to Dunk, and then he passes it. What happens if there's a midfield 4?
I think there's just less space for that pass. If there's a difference between. Okay, cool. Let's say there's 15-yard radius of space and it's Warbeck sitting in there. And if there's another player, that might be 5 yards.
Yeah.
And then that might even deter the player from making that pass in the first place. But just simply having players there. And also, I'm not too like this pressing that we're doing at times kind of feels disjointed. It doesn't seem like it's a unified pressing. It's by a trigger where one person goes, another person goes. It's like man are doing man to man, and they're following their man across all parts of the pitch. I'm seeing Meno and Ugarte get pulled right, left, centre, and they're having a torrid time.
And it only works, and it's only worth it if you're like consistently winning it.
Yeah.
But the only player who does is Ahmad. Ahmad is the only one who can. He did it in midweek against Southampton for
does
his
it every
third, and he did it today to get the penalty.
Yeah.
Right. So for me, like, and Amarim was saying to Scholes midweek, Ugarte was late. Bruno was on the outside when he should have been on the inside. Mainu was late, and I think he took Mainu off again pretty early. I think he has to, because I felt like we started mid-blockish, like we didn't press, but then they were kind of playing out a bit easy. So I think then there's an instruction. But then we're not winning when we play more aggressive.
Like, it is a tough one. I feel like the players are dumb for sure, and I think the players are unathletic for sure. And I think the Ahmad point is a very good point, because Ahmad. So to me, if Ahmad's doing it, in the hardest place to do it, is much harder to get the ball off. How often do you see a player get stripped in front of goal? It's very, very rare. Ahmad's doing it almost every single week. And he's definitely taking the ball off somebody every week. But in front of goals almost every single week. That to me tells me his one is anticipation. And he's knowing when to do it and timing it. And when he's there, he gets the tackle right. Do you get what I'm saying? There's times when I've seen Dallo jump or Bruno jump, but instead they just fouled the guy. Yeah. They jumped it, and I think the guy's going back, or he's got a step to go to. You don't have to smash into him. He's not doing anything.
Smash into him just make me feel something, man.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, they're just something like, he's slapping down. No, he doesn't. Do you get what I'm saying? And I just feel like we're just so easy to play again. It's actually getting kind of boring. And now I'm looking at Amra and I'm thinking, like how much of this is on you? I do think there's a significant percentage on you, because there's no way that every team is giving us the business at Old Trafford. No, every team's giving the business at Old Trafford. Like, the Southampton thing was generally petrifying. Like, I know Euro got put into the air fryer and they put it to 205 Celsius and they put it for 210.
Bro.
For 75 minutes, bro. Just getting barbecued, But surely after the second or third,
you change something, bro.
Change something. He was left
isolated.
And I think Sulemana will do that to all of our defenders every single time. I think Sulemana will do that to all of our... In that scenario, I think Sulemana will do that to all of our defenders every single time. Outside, maybe Maz might get him here and there, but I think he will do that to all of... And a lot of managers know this, so you don't usually see players as good as Sulemana is 1v1
constantly,
gets that many 1v1 opportunities, and whatever just he's 1v1 with just oceans of grass behind him. So it's like a couple of times he just looked at Euro and said, meet me. Obviously it was skill at times, but sometimes it was just pure. There's one time in particular where Euro is like in the right half space, like right central, and I was thinking, I
know exactly which time. It was when Sulemana receives it, he's facing his goal.
I was like, you're done. I was like, you're done. There's too much space behind you.
I think that's the one where he whips it just past the post, innit?
Just past the post, So it's a difficult one for Amarin, for me to kind of assess Amarin, because I'm thinking it's nasty. I think Xerxes did pretty well today. I thought he won the ball well, held it well.
I think that night and day from the point we made, right? He's a starter.
Hoyland came on, Garnacho came on, just touches, just everything's
just just go to Naples, man.
Honestly.
Think of him back, Tom. Still.
Bro, I'll even do a swap still. Bring on come back.
I can't lie. And Mac Tom in that twin 10.
Stop it. Don't say that. No. See the 10 position. The 10 position. I take the 10 position like sacred.
Sacrilege.
Yeah, because I'm not sure about some of the younger listeners growing up here. But when I was coming up in these streets, you know what I mean? Nickel and Diamond, the OGs of the block were Rui Costa, Del Piero, Totti, Ronaldinho, Zidane,
Don't forget
Aymar,
Zidane.
Riquelme.
Don't forget Zidane, fam.
Bro, tell your boy to wear number 5 in it. But I'm joking, obviously, like Zidane. Then we get to Zil, Veron. Like, then you get certain different types of 10s, like Pogba, Yaya Toure can play that position, Rooney, like Tevez. These are the man that wore the 10 shirt, bro. RVP. Now, man took it.
It's a game we love, man.
We're playing Garnacho in the twin 10.
That's insane.
Garnacho or the twin 10.
I think I was getting ready for the pod while the game is like, Garnacho. Hey, where's my socks, man?
So I think today, the bright spots from today, not many, but I'll say the 2 bright spots to me was Xerxes. Xerxes, I'm gonna say his name properly. Big Zar.
No, say Xerxes, because that's actually a thing now.
Yeah, Xerxes.
Yeah.
AKA Big Zar. I think there's stuff to build with there. I think if we had more of an actual good team where there's a lot of more combinations, there could be something there. And Ahmad, he's just a one-man attack at this point. And what I don't understand is when I said our team's dumb. Okay, who's our best player? Ahmad. Who's the only person making something happen? Ahmad. So when you have the ball in central areas, why are you looking at the left? Nothing's coming from there.
Yeah.
When Bruno's on left, Bruno is more kind of like to drift infield and stuff. Garnacho, you know it's going to be a turnover. Yep. Dallo will get into a good position and he'll guarantee he'll mess up. Like another time when I think he got fouled. He was driving towards the box.
Yeah. That's the one I thought was a sending off.
Oh yeah, that one from...
Yeah.
Ahmad's making that run in behind. Play that pass.
Yeah.
Ahmad's got 1v1. Maybe he scores, maybe he doesn't.
But play that pass though.
Play that pass. He's trying to get a shot off. Because he's generally not intelligent.
He's a very frustrating
Hey, listen,
player.
I'm telling you, after watching today's game and other games, I'm looking at Aston Villa, I'm thinking, like they got so many better players than us. So many better players than us. It's just, better teams just have better players than us. Like, I was even watching
Brighton, hella better players than us.
Bro, literally, oh my God.
Yeah.
I remember had a quote still. Huh? I remember had a quote post-match. He basically said, this is the worst team in the history of United. I know you want headlines, but I'm saying that because I have to acknowledge and I have to change that. So it backs up exactly what you're saying. I think it is the worst team.
No, but...
In terms of like player for player,
but the thing is, like...
What? You're not going to come on up and quote my manager. I want you to... I want to be painfully clear.
After he did that, I'm now annoyed that Nunes got a double. Now I'm annoyed because I'm feeling, why are you alright?
He's like, let me answer it. Like, okay. This is the worst.
I'm going to talk about Salah today anyway, so it's calm, innit?
Let's talk about Salah.
It's calm.
We'll get to that. I want to come to these.
With Amarin... Do you know what's funny though? We can't even be mad at Brody because have we not been saying this is the worst Man United team I've ever seen? And I'm saying that I said that in ETH's first year, United fans booed me. I said it in his second year, and then they started to really understand. Bro, this is our worst ever team.
Yeah.
Like when we
before we will have like 3-4 quality players still.
Bro, when I see some of the old clips, I was thinking, I will kill for that Ollie squad. Like, I'm willing to risk it all for the Ollie. I mean, it's some serious crime, bro. I just watched a Jackal. Like, bro.
That was a show. That was television.
Man's willing to
honestly,
take a serious risk.
3,000 yards away.
Yeah. Man's really risking it all on a glide every single day. Every day, man's risking it all, bro. Yeah, risking it all. Hey, speaking of the Jackal,
that's quality television.
Hey, see Bianca's daughter and husband?
Yeah.
I hate them, bro.
I hate Bianca.
Yeah, Bianca.
Yeah.
She was crazy, man.
I kind of
No. Why are you giving up your family for the kuffar? Why are you giving up your family for the kuffar?
Points were made, yeah. But my problem with Brody is that you knew what it was.
Yeah, it's like, bro, you knew what you signed up to.
You knew what it was.
You signed up to.
You knew what it was.
No, but I think she had no motion. She had this thing pop up, and now she's trying to use it as her leverage to really get a bit of motion. It's like you were never the most dutiful wife, but there were standards. Now, like, we ain't seen you.
Yeah.
We're seeing shit on the news of people getting clipped.
I'm like, wait a minute.
I'm getting it bracket, fam. You're out here teaching niggas up, I don't know, osmosis and that. I'm here saving the country. I come home and you're giving me some lip. Where's the rascal curry go? That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And then daughters at home anyway, let me not even spoil the whole show.
Yeah, let's not speak.
The show's been up for a minute, man.
But still.
I think that was the baddest bit though. I think him staying at his ex-wife's crib.
That is insane.
That is
insane.
That's when I said this guy ain't built correctly, fam. He ain't no morals. So everybody says I don't like you as a man.
Bro, I don't respect you, man.
What did Kendrick say? No morals, no dominance, no discipline.
No, so I'm falling out with my current wife. So I went to my ex-wife who would still get with me. And I'm using her as
he was definitely crying.
Yeah, he was definitely
100%.
Which is why when she'd come, she'd be like, "What are you doing here,
bro?
My husband and my daughter are here. What do you mean?"
She's looking very spicy. She should put a burner on her.
Yeah, but look, he didn't even have a bro's hope. Like, I'm right. Let me come yours with it. Let me come.
Yeah, he's not thorough, bro.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, man. You're right. Anyway, back to regular. Yeah. Back to regular scheduled programming.
Bro, I'm telling you, I'll risk it all, bro. The same risk the Jackal was taking.
That's what you're taking.
To get a Pogba, a Zlatan Ibrahimovic at 35, Martial and Rashford with injury issues and lean issues.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Rashford with lean issues is still here.
Yeah. But wait,
should we be letting him go?
Well, I don't think this is just my guess. I don't think Amarin's allowed to use him.
Okay.
I think.
Do you think this is above his head?
What you say, boss calls?
No, this is 100% above his head.
Yeah.
100% above his head. Bro, look at the team. They are drowning. Even, and I hate to say this, even Sancho would be useful in the
No.
I
draw my line. I draw the line.
Just for Morayo.
You lied it. You thought I was that down. I wasn't that down bad. I'm watching it for Chelsea. I am still watching it. I wasn't that down bad.
Hey, Morayo hates Sancho. I don't know why.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
I quite literally just watched him play. That's all.
You hate
Cool.
Sancho.
Let me come across.
Hey, hold on, hang on, quick one. Hey, how much would you give us Neto for?
Do you want Neto?
100%. Neto at wing back.
Oh, win back. Yeah.
Hey, listen, I'm telling you, bro, it gives me, I'm not sure Chelsea allowed, give me 100 mil.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go to West London.
Really?
I'll go to Harrods first, get some free, get some new kicks.
Yeah.
20k down.
Bowley.
So now we're down 10 mil. Yeah.
Just calm one, get a couple rich release.
Yeah.
Give me Chukwuemeka,
Yes.
Pedro Neto,
Yes.
Felix.
Yeah.
For 100 million?
Yeah. Bro, you bought Neto for 60, you bought Felix for 40, you bought Chooks for how much? Bro, give us the players,
Just
fam.
was at 15, innit?
Yeah. In fact, we'll waive the rest of the Sancho fee because you still owe us 25.
Put the players in the bag,
Put
man.
the players in the fucking bag. Self-checkout, yeah? Self-checkout. We slapped Pedro Neto right wing back.
Yep.
Shit, where we played Chooks?
One of the twin tens.
Yeah,
Left 10, I
that's
think.
what Felix is playing.
Oh, all right, and play him in the midfield too then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just give me Felix and Neto.
Yeah.
How
Some
could I-
change.
Yeah, bruh. Anyway.
You got any defenders knocking about?
Nah, all the defenders are arse, bro.
Yeah.
All them use.
Fair enough.
bro.
I want to come across to you guys. Obviously, as the ops, you're watching Manchester United, new manager. Obviously, you've seen Marco. We what did we do? We drew with you guys, right?
It was
6-0, yikes.
Yeah, we drew with you guys. We knocked Arsenal out of the FA Cup. But we've lost quite a lot of games since the new manager's in. From your outside lens looking in, how are you seeing it? Is it the players, the managers? Obviously, you're enjoying it, but how are you seeing
Definitely
things?
enjoying it. I think it's the players, you know. I think Amrin has a set way that he wants to play and they're just not being able to execute. I think still having...
But then doesn't the question come into the... Isn't there then a challenge on the manager to try and get the players in the best
playing
position
in the
possible
best way possible. But I think, for me, only the best managers get that extra % out of players that are of Garnacho's level, for example.
Do you think so? Because if you look at some of the teams that are overperforming this season, like the Nottingham Forest,
I think Bruno's a
Bournemouth.
decent manager. I think he can coach a low block extremely well, and I think he has decent enough players to deal with on the counter attack. I think Elanga's good. I think both Elanga and Cho will get into United sides. I think Chris Wood gets into United.
Wait, say who gets who?
Elanga and Cho.
Elanga?
Elanga and Cho gets into United
So
sides.
where's
Right now.
Elanga going to play?
I think wing back or one of the twin tens.
You're not playing
You gonna play
Elanga
Elanga as a
as
twin
a
10?
No way. I think.
Joe, we had Elanga.
Elanga!
No way, man.
Joe, he's our player. That we had
Absolutely
when
not,
you
man.
comparatively
Absolutely
look
not,
at
man.
what you have now. So who started today? Bruno
Amad.
Bruno and Ahmad in the twin tens. Xerxes
Okay,
up top.
no. But I swear when Ahmad plays wing back, who starts as your other twin 10?
No, well, Omar's been playing the twin 10. If he's not playing there, they actually...
See, so I would have started Langer. So it's
No,
not that crazy.
bro.
Nah, you don't put
It's
Elanga.
not
I
that-
hear you.
Exactly. It's
I
not
hear,
that
I
crazy.
hear you in theory, but in reality,
Yeah.
No,
reality.
Fulham Forest, Cho plays for us. Morgan Gibbs White plays for us.
yeah.
And
Chris Wood plays for us.
plays for us. And
Murillo plays for
Ola
us.
Aina as well.
Ola Aina plays for us.
Milenkovic.
Elliot Anderson plays for us,
Wow.
the midfielder. He's good, man.
Whoever's in goal for him? Who's in goal for
Maybe
him?
Sells.
Sells, yeah.
Plays for you.
Yeah.
Who's he got for them?
Milinkovic,
Yeah,
the other defender.
Milinkovic is up
Who's
at
A good
Goalkeeper?
7 of their players
Maxi
get in.
Sells.
Sells
Decent,
the
decent.
good goalkeeper.
A good 7 of their players get into our team.
I don't see Anana ever again.
Yeah, let's speak on that.
I just see him ever again.
Let's speak. Fufu hands.
That's a fufu hand, you know.
Brother, I'm fighting so much racism right now. I'm fighting
Hey,
so much
this is a safe space
racism.
still. This is a safe space.
For who?
We got Bokoto in goal, man. Our goalkeeper,
That goal was crazy, man.
is a 6 foot on the dot black man with dinosaur arms and a shit high top. A black goalkeeper that's 6 foot with dinosaur arms and a shit high top. Man is 6 foot with the high top. So with a skin fit, that's 5'10", cuz.
Hey, Angel. Did you make the dinosaurs meteor? I thought you said make them a meteor. Meteor. Yeah, dinosaur. Dinosaur.
And the thing is, Onana's mistakes are just he makes new ones.
I've never seen that.
I've never seen that either.
Like, how's the manager meant to legislate for that? I agree with your point, Babs, around him trying to get a tune out of them. Interestingly, in his interview with Scholes, he was talking about, because Scholes was saying, were you not like, again, was it like the passion? He's like, nah, today I wouldn't even say it's the passion. Like, they weren't executing properly, but there's also not that confidence, and there's this, like, they feel like there's more pressure seemingly when they come and play here. And he's like, and it's not, and I can't even, and then somebody said, do you think you don't have the players for your system? He's like, I can't say because I haven't really had time with them.
With the players, yeah.
And then Scholes like, yeah, that's England. Like, at this period, you're just not going to get a lot of time, right? And when you're bringing in something that's so drastic, I think someone was saying in the Muga chat, from what the team were doing before, you do that in summer. You don't do that middle of the season.
You do, but then you see some of the top managers they have come in during the season.
Like who?
Like Thomas Tuchel at Chelsea. Like, he came and he drastically changed our system. Obviously, it was like from a blank canvas. But you could probably say the same thing with United before with Ten Hag. It was
Emery did the same thing, and how. Yeah,
and even then, like when I look at United and I look at the players, I just don't see how you guys fit like a 3-4-3.
Yeah,
because the reason why
our players don't fit any system on FIFA. Yeah,
that's
and you got formation change. I promise you can't find a system that fits these players.
It's tough. It's tough because I'm looking at your centre backs, and I feel like when you play this kind of system, you need centre backs out wide who can like cover wide distances and like play well against some wingers. Like for example, Rudiger. That's like in my opinion what made him so good in that system against wingers.
Did some games like with Chelsea, sometimes you played Reece James as a right centre back.
Yeah, sometimes
we see England or City play Walker as one of them, or Aspie.
Exactly.
Aspie.
See, if he was fit, Shaw could have played as one of you lot. But
yeah, and I think even then, like,
that's not a real person.
That motherfucker there is not real.
And I think even then, if you were to play a Mazraoui right centre back,
we started off doing that,
which you guys started off doing, Ahmad right wing back and playing an extra attacker is an option, but the only question then becomes who's the extra attackers. The quality of the squad is obviously
our best player should play. Our best player should play in the
agreed. No, definitely agreed. But then again,
he should find solutions for right wing back then.
Yeah.
Maybe play Garnacho right wing back. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I think there's still definitely adjustments he can make to the.
I definitely think.
I don't think the wing back system work amazingly well for example, the Mazraoui. I feel like he's more like a traditional fullback.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. His performances, he was better off when we playing as a right centre back, in my opinion.
Yeah,
and I think that suits him more, and also that gives us something on the ball because I actually do think he's good on the ball. He's just not a good offensive player, and that's fine. He is a defender anyway.
Yeah.
So I definitely think there's potential tweaks he can make. Maybe play a winger, because I've been asking for Anthony to play as one of the right wing backs.
Hey, you man squad. I'm just looking at it.
When you think about the squad, how much more can you really get out?
I'm here trying to find solutions.
That's my point.
Like on Football Manager, the first thing is obviously like, okay, who can I play? Where who can I play? I'm looking at this squad and it's just.
Like, I wish I knew more about the young boys in our squad because I'm sure there's a couple of you.
There must be
somebody there.
Well, he likes Toby Colley, isn't it? Yeah. Runner. He's a runner. He's a track star.
His trim just makes me never think he's a serious player.
I just think he's McTominay reborn based off his trim. But
fair.
The crimes that were allowed to happen under Ten Hag is like him just having complete and utter creative direction.
So much stuff. And
that's why, years ago, I always had this opinion whereby I don't like it when managers direct transfers. In my opinion, the best clubs, you have your supporting directors, you have your direction you want to go in. You pick up a coach that's going to push you in that direction, and you sign players to fit that direction.
I couldn't agree more.
Like, everyone needs to pull in the same direction.
Because the squad that ETH was building, I don't know what type of football he was trying to play, fam.
Yeah, and it's less that. It's like he almost found like the worst players to play.
The worst option to
the worst option to fulfill the role. So Anthony, in his wildest imagination or wildest nightmares, he didn't imagine he would come and be unable to beat players, unable to create anything, unable to do anything. He wanted a winger who could beat players, create chances, score some goals. Yeah. He obviously is not a scout. He just went with who's a player who I've managed and who knows my system and can come in very quickly and acclimatise. What he didn't account for is the fact that the level of the Premier League, because man wasn't even a star in Holland, the level of the Premier League was so far beyond.
Can I stop you there? If you're not a star in Holland,
boy,
why would you go and spend 80 something million.
But that's a club though. That's where the club.
No, I
draws the
agree.
line.
But why would you, as a manager, sanction?
That's not my job though.
It is your job.
My mandate is.
Why is your job? Huh? Because that 88 million is not. There's opportunity cost to it. So that is not just. This is not like Call of Duty. Where not I'm gonna call it. What's that game? GTA, where you can do money sheet.
I want everyone F left, right, down,
up, down, right, down 5 billion. Do you know what I mean? No, that like these are resources, bro.
Yeah.
There's even if you have all the money in the world, because of like PSR and financial fair play and all these other things, there is a limit to what you could do financially.
Yeah.
And so, as you said, you needed a winger to what? Score goals, beat players. He had one on the team and he didn't use him. He literally had, it makes it so much worse when
I think the mismanaged. Think of the actual. Let's talk about opportunity cost, right? So there's the spending 88 million on Anthony, but then there's also the fact that you had a better player in your squad, and that money could have gone on other positions which needed strengthening.
No, it's that the time of investing in that player to play for 2 seasons.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, because he'd be 2 seasons further along in his development 100%. As well. Because like, I think we've said it so many times on here. When he came that first season at 18, 19, I haven't seen anything new. I haven't seen anything that I didn't see when he first came in. He played in the Europa League. He played that last game of the season against Wolves as a false 9 and was getting it cracking. And everybody eats part of the season, but he clearly had something. Go back in our chat, and when people said, we're getting touch, I said, we shouldn't. It will stunt Ahmad's development. And then he went to Rangers and didn't really get to play. But Reams was still able to cook up a comp on the Mogra account years ago. And then he went to Sunderland and he did his thing. So for me, it's almost the opportunity cost is how good would he be if this was his 3rd season starting week in week?
Actual season in top flight men's football.
Yeah.
This is his first season. Really, truly. Obviously, he's played, I'm talking about, I'm now a starter, official first team player, and he's doing great things for us. I think he's got 9 goals, 7 assists in all competitions, which is impressive. We're effectively halfway through the season, right? And he's actually playing with complete and utter morons. So yeah, man, we're cooked though. Like, we are really cooked. I think we got Fulham away next.
Yeah, that's another good team.
That's another shellacking.
Yeah, I think we're gonna stay around here for the rest of the season.
Yeah, it's crazy. This is the worst. And the thing is, mate. And what's kind of making me kind of feel sick here is we're trying to get rid of Rash, where Anthony's meant to be going out, and there's apparent rumours of negotiations with Garnacho for money. I don't feel like this money is going to be reinvested back in the squad. I feel like they're just going to pocket the money just to kind of, I don't know, maybe offset some spending they've done before. So losing players and not replacing them is
insane.
Yeah.
I guess the next challenge then is how are they going to use the academy to almost offset that in terms of like, is there any quality that could potentially come?
I'm sure we have quality because we always we always have one in the tuck, innit?
Yeah.
We always have one in the tuck, but I think Amrin definitely has got to the drawing board. Yeah, this is your system, but you've got to mitigate it somehow. Because there's no point just playing your system to the death, and then you just get crashed on every week. That's not good for anybody, and the team cannot get used to losing.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're not going to be able to get rid of all these players. Some of these players are going to be, in fact, the majority of these players are going to be here next year. You get me? Like, we're not City where we're just going to go in the window, our pets get his head slapped, let's go buy 85 players. Like, that's not going to happen. So yeah, man, we're cooked anyway. So
yeah, I completely agree. The academy is cool. It's not gonna save you. Like, it's not gonna save you. Like, there ain't Phil Foden chilling in there. There ain't Reece James chilling in there. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Steven Gerrard. This ain't the class of '92. You've got issues at men football level. Oh yeah, academy, save us. You'll be able to have some young players who have potential and who'll be able to be better than what you have in the.
But what I'm saying is there must be players that can fill the squad, add some quality here and there, whether it be in the midfield, in the defence, at wing back even, for example.
Yeah.
You know? And there must be something there. I'm not as well versed as a United Academy as you guys would be, but there must be something. And from the sound of that laugh, doesn't sound like there is.
No, there must be something. I mean, yeah, but to what end? What, to get us to the 12th?
Boy.
Yeah, like,
What do you think your aim is for this season?
Just trying to stay alive, brother, man. That's my aim every year, bro.
I want you dead.
That's what.
Fucking dead and buried. I want you fucking dead.
Speaking of dead, let's come across to Liverpool. Top of the table.
Very opposite of dead at the moment. I feel alive. I feel fulfilled.
Yeah, I know. I'll get there. You scored at the death.
Yeah,
that's what I meant. That. Listen, I've been coasting for a while. I know what I'm doing. Yeah.
All right,
anyway, top of the table, but you went away to Brentford, who they're a plucky side. They came back from 2-0 midweek against Manchester City, and they've got quality in their team. How are you feeling going into that game, Marco?
A little nervy, to be honest, because Brentford, like you said, are a good side. They start well in most of their games. I think most goals scored in the first 15 minutes of the game. They have the second most goal involvements at their ground in the league. So I think I was expecting a high-scoring game where it's going to be extremely open, which I don't really like. I like the whole slot control aspect of things now. So we were able to kind of control games and keep things ticking our way. But in Whistle and Mbeumo, they have people who are extremely clinical in front of goal, and I knew they would also get some half chances or some chances. So I was a little nervy, especially with the fact that it was a 4-point gap going into that. But yeah, the team looks all right. I wouldn't have made any changes. I'm not starting Nunes. I don't think he's good enough to be starting for us. Jota being injured means Diaz has to start through the middle. I don't really like Diaz as a 9 at all because he doesn't offer the qualities a 9 should. I think he drops into the midfield a bit too much and he's not clinical in front of goal. He doesn't also make some of the runs that I would want my 9 to make, getting around the box. So he doesn't.
Well, you sound demanding, boy.
I'm gonna say yeah, like
it is, but when you have someone
what about what slot wants? You know, maybe he's doing what slot wants.
I want what slot wants. Me and slot are the same person.
Yeah. Same brother, yeah?
Same brother. Different shades of skin. But in terms of being demanding, yeah, I do think I'm demanding. But when you've seen someone like Jota, for example, who can do that, he drops into midfield and he tries to do these little link-ups. I don't think he's the best at it, but he's trying to do it. He beats a few players in the middle of the park. He opens up. Yeah, like he does some of the things I want, but also gets to the end of things as a 9, can create for himself. I do think it's important that we do have that level of player, especially when you are going to try and win the Premier League. You need to have a different calibre of player to what you were expecting before. So yeah, definitely nervy going into game, and I wasn't really sure what the result would be. I just wanted to better the Arsenal result.
Yeah. So if they lost, you drew. If they drew, you won. And if they won, you what? You won twice?
Yeah, we won twice.
get that goal difference.
Just get whatever you can, man. Let's talk about the actual performance. So talk to me. I watched some of it, so let me see how honest you are.
Quite good. I'm not gonna.
You thought you were quite good?
I'm not gonna say super impressive. I think we were good. We controlled the game well. They did have some half chances. Initially, I think they defended very, very well. They did somewhat of a low block and counted extremely well.
Yeah.
They didn't create any clear-cut chances, but they had a very good half chance 4 minutes into the game. Like I said, they start extremely well. The cutback that went straight across the goal and nobody could get onto it. I think just before our goal, they had they made Alisson kind of make a save where he pushes out the ball. It wasn't a shot, it was more of a cross that comes into the area, into a very dangerous area. But yeah, they defended extremely well. I would have felt like we were hard done by if we didn't get more from the game than the draw, especially because we set a record number of shots for the game. I think it was 37 shots, even though only 7 or 8 were on target.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah, that's the detail I'm more concerned with. Guys are shooting. Guys are shooting, bro.
Like I said, I think people...
Your tackles were poor.
Yeah, I think our tackles were poor.
So for you to say you're quite good when
attackers, which attackers?
Salah, Gakpo, and Diaz.
I think Diaz was the poorest of the three. I think Salah next. I think Gakpo, he was trying stuff, but it's very repetitive movements. Very kind of shoot. Nothing else. Just you know attacker where you just know one move and you spam.
The bar combination.
Yeah.
You learn one bar combination, you don't do anything.
With Warang, I knew how to do the jump and spin kick. But that was it. That was it. If I couldn't beat you with that, forget about it. I've lost, man.
Gakpo can't beat you with the cutting and shoot. He's not going to do anything else.
He loves that like cutting, dink at the back post.
Yeah, man. Like sometimes I do want him to use Simiskas, who was the overlapping fullback. Sometimes I do want him to go on the outside and.
But I think he's
left. And
he's playing better than he played last season.
100%. I think he's been playing better than he did last season. That might be because of Slot's methodology in terms of like get out to the.
You know when a manager's good, yeah, and they're getting props for like, oh. The players are breathing different. It's because of Slot. It's because of Slot.
The running gets different.
No, I want you to articulate what Slot's methodology is and how it improves Gakpo. I want it detailed right now. In 2025, yeah, I'm not letting this stuff run. This is a warning. This is a warning to Cop and Fracas. Touchline gunners.
Yep.
Yeah. And I'm not sure if you lot do it that way.
I think it's good as it.
I don't give a shit.
It's a pattern thing.
Goonettes.
No, yeah, go on.
Touchline Goonettes. I'm not sure if the Chelsea hours do it, yeah? If you lot come on this faux tactical stuff, I'm pulling cards.
Yeah, we have to.
I'm pulling cards.
We have to.
Touchy Gooners talk about operational speeds. What? What?
I know what that means. You know what that means as well, though.
I'm about to go back. Like these are my MacBooks.
iOS
7. Let me get that 60 gigabyte RAM. Shut up, bro.
But yeah,
Marina's operational speed isn't quite as good as Xhaka's in the half space and
yeah.
Man, I'm nerds, fam.
It's not that technical.
So anyway, what's the methodology?
I think it's because the game's not moving at such a great pace that he is allowed to spend a little bit of time on the ball and be able to do these little 1-2s that he tries to attempt.
Is this you describing Slot's methodology?
That just sounds like a different...
Slot says it in a different way. Slot says it more about control, and he wants to get out to his wingers as soon as possible so they can be 1v1 and have a lot of space to be able to...
How's that different from Klopp?
Because in my opinion,
Klopp wanted his wingers to go with bare fullbacks in front of him.
No, so for me, I think Klopp's methodology was out to in runs for his wingers. He didn't want them chilling on the touchline and having a lot of ball against a fullback. He wanted them running in behind, trying to make those runs and trying to score goals. So that kind of suits like the Manes and the Salahs as opposed to a Gakpo who likes to be on the ball. I think his profile's completely different to me, and I would want him to be an out to in winger, but he's a ball to feet winger for some reason. Okay. So it suits him a little bit more to have the ball on the touchline and be able to try and work those triangles in those half spaces.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
But yeah, I do think he played well. No, I do think he was one of the better.
He was the best of a bad bunch.
Best out of the bad bunch. Yeah. Exactly.
Fair enough. Let's speak on Darwin Núñez, because obviously the discourse online, the vitriol that he's getting from Liverpool fans, for my pleasure, is at an all-time high. But he comes off the bench, grabs 2 goals. You can see big emotion. That's 4 league goals and actually 800 minutes on the pitch. So just a little bit more than a goal every 2 games. Talk about his impact and talk about where you stand with him, because I'm trying to take my memory back, and I think you had stocks at the time.
I did have stocks. I had stocks in the old studio. I think
yeah.
Remember, yeah. I think that was there as well.
Yeah.
I had a lot of questions.
The main question was, do I think he adds to the team? And I said, yeah. I said, I don't know. I don't know. Depends.
Oh, God.
I said, it depends what level of chaos we get or something.
Yeah.
Like that, but I've been someone who sold Darwin Núñez stocks quite early. I think out of the Coppin lot, I was the earliest.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I jumped ship extremely early.
What did it for you?
Oh, man.
What did it for you?
I can't remember exactly what, but I could give you an example right now.
Yeah.
So I went to the Tottenham game, innit?
Yeah.
The Carabao Cup.
I saw that. Si posted a picture in one of the chats, man. You look gutted. I could have been at home eating almonds.
We're chasing the game, yeah. We're chasing the game.
Yeah.
It's 1-0. Núñez, for some reason, is in the right back spot.
Yeah.
Trent is next to him, telling him, chill. Like, pass me the ball, relax. And Núñez is like flagging for Salah to go make a run.
Is that when he tried to do like a David Beckham?
If I mean, he does a diag. He does a diag, yeah, and it goes nowhere near. It goes towards the left back.
Oh, man.
Salah's by. So it goes towards their right back. Salah's by the left back. And I started laughing. I'm just like, yeah, this is exactly what I don't want to put up with.
Hey,
but that feels like an edge case though, because how often are you going to see him in the right back spot trying to do a diag?
Game he just scored in. He beats 2 players. Yeah, he's cutting it from the left. He beats 2 players. He's off balance. Everybody around him's waiting for a pass. He bangs it over the bar like for no reason. He has these.
So let's be specific. Is his technical execution?
I think his technical execution is poor. I think he's a bozo. I think he thinks about cranes more than he thinks about football. There's a little horse. There's a little horse thing in Liverpool's sphere because he did this thing where he was liking horse pictures or how to draw a horse on Instagram. I just think his mind's not fully on football. And
really?
It doesn't help that he doesn't, who knows? Could be
he's just rubbish.
Not good.
Maybe he's just not good. It doesn't help that he doesn't speak English either, fully. So I don't think he fully.
You can only get away with that when you're like Tevez, bro. Like
you can only get away with that when you're a very, very good player that knows the instructions, knows what's expected of you. But him, I don't even think he knows what areas to run in. He just does whatever he does.
But I think you're gonna need his chaos, though.
Yeah. So speaking of chaos, I do think that's one thing I really like from this transition of Klopp to Slot. I think because we've been so comfortable in chaos, a la Bane, born in the darkness, we were born in chaos. So, being that we were so comfortable with chaos, now it comes to control, and we're able to control games. But when games do need that level of chaos, for example, the Nottingham Forest game in the second half, we kind of needed to pull them out of position, so we had to create a bit of chaos. Or the game gets really, really stretched and there is some chaos. I do think we're comfortable in those states. In terms of impact, which was the first part of your question, I do think he is capable of impact. I don't think, for me, he's so far down in the pecking order, I wouldn't even have looked to him on Saturday.
But is he down the pecking order?
In my opinion, I don't think,
because at the end of the day, right, Jota, we know he's going to get injured no matter what.
Yeah.
So that in itself means that he's going to be either the first or second choice striker, as it is.
Essentially, his second choice, because Diaz is now being drafted in from left wing to play nine because he's not trusted.
Which is basically damning of the.
Which is which is extremely damning of Nunes in itself. So
and Jota's not can't stay fit.
Exactly, that's the point. So like by him not being able to stay fit, as a result of it, it just means that Nunes is obviously going to be the striker.
But essentially, our £85 million striker is now our third choice striker.
Yeah. So, hey man, it happens, man. It happens, man. Trust me, man. As a Chelsea fan, I've seen it happen in live in the flesh many a time.
Burn, though, man. Us, man, we're tight with our pockets still. It's a bit different vibes.
Yeah,
it's different here. Yeah,
I mean, at the end of the day, like I rewatched the game this morning, and the one player I said I actually thought he actually played well was McAllister. I feel like in terms of like the usage of him in that game, is like that box to box 8. I feel like he was able to connect you guys' attack to midfield really well.
Yeah,
he was finding like nice pockets of opportunity to like try and like influence the play. And I think he actually did that well against United in the 2-2, where he like fluffed a couple chances, and it seems that may be like the way in which Slot wants to use him, and almost have like Gravenberch in the 6. And I had a question for you and the Coppin guys, and if in this summer, in the summer, sorry, so what would actually be your priority signing? Would it be a number 6? And if it is a number 6, of which of the two is he going to replace?
I wouldn't go number 6.
Okay.
So to answer the first part of the question, I would go a left back, because Robertson looks spooky. He's looking like he's coming to the twilight of his career.
But you say that, right? And you look at your midfield, right? So you always hear Gravenberch and McAllister, and the next player down is then what? Endo?
Jones. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Jones,
in terms of midfield options, I would say Szoboszlai as our number 10, nasty.
I'm talking about the two players,
that are the holding.
Exactly.
Alright, cool. So Jones can play that McAllister role. He's not trusted enough to play the Gravenberch role as much, but he has. I think as an emergency break glass option, he'll be used as that. I think after that, it comes to Endo. And Endo, in my opinion, should have been sold in summer. And I think Slot wanted to sell him in summer. There was quite a lot of rumours. When Liverpool are trying to sell a player, they feed like information to
the that's what most clubs
like the £15 million Endo bid that we rejected was coming out, and we were like, alright, cool, like Endo's gonna move.
You're trying to generate
trying to generate interest, but there was no additional bid.
That's hilarious. You're making up bids. You're making up bids. Oh yeah, that man bid for him,
Who's that man? That man, innit?
Okay, cool.
I wanted to say sayonara, but it didn't happen still.
Fair enough.
But I think Gravenberch's emergence this year changes what I want. I want to get a backup 6. I don't want to replace Gravenberch.
Marco, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Why is Salah always chasing his touch?
Because Salah doesn't have the greatest touch all the time. I think he's good, very, very good, excellent player. I think sometimes his touch isn't the greatest. I think the stat was he's lost the second most.
It was the most last time I saw him. It was the most.
I thought it was Harvey Barnes. Was it Harvey Barnes?
Speak up.
But yeah, I think he was the second most. I think sometimes it's just one of those things he doesn't. He likes to be a high volume player, and he like tries to get the ball quite a lot. He rushes some things, but his touch isn't the greatest thing about him. I think his goal scoring is probably the top thing.
Why do your fans put him in all-time conversations because he scores goals against Southampton and Newcastle and stuff like that?
First and foremost, he also scored goals against people like Man City and yourselves. But
we are worse than Southampton and Newcastle.
I also wouldn't put him in those conversations.
Yeah, but ask you, why do your fans do that?
They're going to have to answer for themselves.
No, you have to answer for them because you're right here in front of me. Why don't you tell them to know their place? Why do they think that the Hazard thing is insulting enough for me? The Henry made me mad.
No, so
the Neymar one made me want to crash out. Because and then let me put the lights on Salah. And I'm seeing man get locked up by everybody. Literally,
that's not true. That's not true. First half of the season, he was smoking everybody.
No.
And then
You didn't what I said.
post-Christmas
I said when I put the lights on Salah,
Okay.
and that's in the last 4-5 games.
What, the Christmas lights on him?
No, not
After the
Christmas lights. No,
I hear
the Harris
Christmas
lights.
tree great.
Yeah. Nah, brother, Salah's a great player, right? But this bastardization of our game is too much. You can't just watch the game on SofaScore. Scoring goals, getting assists is extremely important because it impacts
The winning
result.
yeah.
But other stuff impacts the result of the game. And just charting other stuff, oh, that's just aesthetic, so it doesn't matter, is not true. Like, they're trying to make technique and skill
Sound like it doesn't
rubbish it
matter,
and say, oh, it's just aesthetics. No, it's not.
I think people are on like complete ends of the spectrum, and they're trying to make it such a binary conversation when I don't think it is. I think it's a spectrum level of conversation, because then we could say someone like Adab Taarabt is better than Salah because technically he's crazy, but what does he actually do in terms of performances?
Exactly.
And I was having this conversation with someone actually when the whole Henry Salah thing came out. I think performances goes top for me when I'm ranking a player. I use that three kind of metrics to be like as rudimental as possible. Performance goes top, ability goes second, and then honours and achievements goes third for me. And then performance accounts for like 50%, ability and like technical skill accounts for like maybe 35. Then honours and achievements is 15. Everybody probably has their own little
I like that
makeup.
breakdown.
Everybody probably has their own little makeup, and
course you
they
don't.
probably like change it in the way that they want. But for me, performance is the main thing. I know you can be as technical a player as you
Impact.
want, but yeah, how do you impact a game? With
And
that
this is why
technical
I'm glad you said Adab Taarabt here, because people always say, oh, what about Taarabt? But Taarabt wasn't that good technically. Because he couldn't do it against people. Like, man was living off championship comps. So I hate when people say that.
Say someone like Hatem Ben Arfa.
Ben Arfa was generally nuts. And he did play. Yeah?
Technically,
Cabaye wasn't all that.
I think technically,
No, he wasn't all that. See, he could strike the ball.
What, Johan Cabaye?
He wasn't all that.
Yeah,
He wasn't all that.
I wanted him at Man U 4 mil, man.
Yeah, when we're talking, but the thing is, the reason why I hate when people do that, because we're talking about like the top level.
Yeah.
We're talking about.
I'm using.
I get your point, but I think people are being silly with it, because if, for example, and I'll use the opposite example, when people like Lukaku have mad seasons, man still don't rate him. So why don't you rate him? Why don't you rate Lukaku?
I'm sure people are rating Lukaku prior to United.
No, they did not. I promise you, Lukaku there's never been a point where Lukaku has been a much rated player in world football. There was a time when it's
What, Slim Kaku, that last season at Everton?
The only time where Lukaku had like ratings as a potential top player was when he went to Inter and he mashed it. That's the only time, and that's because man weren't really watching him like that. Oh, Lukaku changed. They just thought he get to score goals. Inter won the league. He got the best player in the league. But at Man United, weren't rated like that. At Everton, people have been calling Lukaku's touch a donkey from yonks, bro. So, like, man like Lukaku scoring goals. Lukaku, he once a year got 24 league goals. 23 non-penalty goals. That's a lot more than a lot of Salah's years. Just putting it out there. If you look, that's a lot more than some, like, that's a very, very certified level of scoring goals. But there's a reason why man don't rate him the same as maybe a Lewandowski or so on and so forth, because we watch the games. We watch the games. Salah is a super player. And I don't know why I want football fans to one day, you can rate your player and you can say your player is amazing, but you don't have to do a comparison where it's out of reach just to lift up your player. You can eulogize Salah. You could talk about his goals, his impact, what he's won for the club. You can say he's the best Liverpool player of all time. He's one of the best Premier League players of all time. That's all cool. But we're talking about Thierry Henry and Neymar. Now you're looking crazy.
That's where I stand, yeah. But you said I should answer for the fan base, innit? I think a lot of, and you've kind of touched on this already, I think a lot of people watch it based on stats. And
Shall I tell why the fan base are mad because of stats? Because
I don't think it's just Liverpool. I think it's everybody.
I don't know, but with the Salah example, Henry had better stats than Salah. Neymar has scored more goals, has more. There's nothing that Salah has done in his career that could even be comparable to Neymar, not from ability. There's nothing Salah does on the football pitch, and finishing, scoring goals, assists, creativity. Like, there's nothing there. Nothing. Individual honours, scoring in finals.
There's three metrics that I talked about. Yeah. Neymar clears him. 100%.
Yeah. But my thing is, but why is it like? It's just football is in a very bad spot in terms of like how the game's analysed now. Even like certain. And even like people say, a player is even how player playing bad. That's something I really want to discuss. Maybe we could do that another week. Yeah, it's got to a point where, and I only do this because I'm holding everyone to the same standard. When they did it with Pogba, I said every single okay, cool. If you not say if the player isn't good, that means he's bad. I'm holding all your faith to the same standard.
Same standard,
And same thing with Odegaard. I'm holding it the same standard they held Madison to. I'll hold Odegaard to the same. But my thing
You
is,
created the system.
yeah, you created the system. But my thing is, like, if a man's team is getting popped or the team's not playing that good, the man's actions aren't terrible, you could say, do you know what? Wasn't a great game. He was ineffective. I think that's a fair thing to say.
Yeah.
But if the team, I've clocked it. If the team doesn't win,
All of a sudden,
and you didn't ball out,
it's two extremes. Either the players was amazing.
I'm seeing
or
one.
That's exactly what I think football is become so binary.
It's
Either
results
good or
based.
bad. Either good or bad. There's nothing.
I'm seeing man, and I know for a fact they didn't watch the game. Tag me about a player. I know you didn't watch the game. Oh, what did your player? Oh, what did your boy do? I know you didn't watch the game because it was on the same time as your game's on. You didn't watch the game. You just checked the softer score. No, never checked softer score. So Manchester always has good softer score. You checked the results. They didn't win, so you just assume he didn't. No goal, no assist. Oh, he didn't play good.
And Soffer score and Dan Soft, no pun intended. Earlier this week we were having a conversation and he made a great point about Soffer score and the color coding of the ratings.
Yeah.
And I said it's so true. The color coding of the ratings immediately impresses upon you that the person how they played based on that color.
Under red, innit?
Yeah.
5.9 to like 6.5 is orange.
Yeah.
Above that is green, I think.
No. I like
You
yellow.
can do that yellowish
green.
and green. I mean, like
And
dark.
then 8 is blue. Then there's a darker blue as 10.
You know they added that to basketball now. Have you guys seen that?
On what app?
SofaScore. They've got the same
the
thing for
SofaScore do that
basketball.
for
I'm never checking. I'm never checking soft score for basketball. That's some woke shit. That's some woke shit. That's some woke shit. That's some woke
They've been
shit.
going crazy with it as well. That's the mad thing about it.
Nah, that's some woke shit.
But I just want to wrap up on Liverpool, Marco. So obviously you win.
And to be honest, I would do an open up discussion about bad player thing because I do think it's important to have that discussion.
We will not today. Obviously, there's a lot of Manchester United chat, unfortunately. But obviously, you've won again. Your closest rivals, Arsenal, they drew, and we're going to get onto that next. How are you actually feeling? Obviously, it's not the running because we're still in January. But how do you feel your team is shaping up?
I think extremely bullish, and I've been bullish since maybe about November.
Okay.
We've been playing well. I know there was a lot of talk about it being unsustainable. I know that talk has probably been addressed since I haven't been here since the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
But I do think we are playing well. We're only getting better. I think there's still gears to go up. I'm a little bit concerned about Salah's form at this moment in time. I think.
How much do you blame that on the Christmas tree? And give that kind of the breakdown you gave for like impact, ability, and then winning. I'd like that. How much you blaming the Christmas tree?
85%.
85.
Somebody needs to take that phone from him from 1st of December until 6th of January or something.
Hey,
like
listen,
that,
taking the first one
Take it
make a difference, mate. He's still taking. He's still going to be with
He
that
uses
Christmas tree.
He's using his missus' phone.
let me be
No,
serious,
it's not him being with a Christmas tree.
Let me be serious.
It's
I think
one of
what
the
Salah
leading
does,
faces of Islam on planet Earth promoting.
Leading faces.
Yeah, of course. Of course he is. Of course he is. He is one of the most recognizable Muslim men on the planet.
The Arab world, he's one of the most known celebrities in the Arab world.
Of course he is. What are you talking about?
No, I'm not that. The way I see
I
it,
would
like
say
a
he's a leading
religious
face of Islam,
leader,
yeah, I
like
would say
somebody
he's
who's
a
I
like.
didn't call him a religious leader.
It's kind of edging on that.
No. I want to be distinctly clear. I was not edging on calling him a religious
just
leader.
make sure. He's at the faces, isn't
Yeah,
he?
he's a high-profile Muslim man. That's my point. Simply,
okay,
one of the most high-profile Muslim men in the world is promoting Christmas.
Yeah. So,
But he said that is crazy.
Yeah.
It's about the whole
You've got
breakdown,
something has to
I'm
happen.
not gonna lie. There needs to be like a post-Christmas correction to Salah's softer score, just for that. We got just you know what I mean? Just hey, random softer score. Yeah, it's so bad. Yeah. I looked at our softer score, and Kobe and Ugarte got hooked, and they're like 6.3. Yeah, I checked out full time.
It changed,
and they got downgraded. And they got downgraded. I did downgrade the score. I did downgrade the score, Steely.
then
Cool. So Marco feeling bullish, and I'm guessing it will take something cataclysmic at this point for you guys not to win it.
yeah, definitely. Just to wrap up on,
Especially if you're being chased by Arsenal, come on, man.
We're not being chased by Prime City, so I'm not worried about it.
Oh, wow.
I think in terms of comparing the teams, I think over the past,
Yeah, see, at 12 points behind you, you got a game in hand. That's it, man.
yeah, we've got a game in hand. So it
Arsenal
could be-
got same amount of points as Forest. Rascal.
Yeah, first in and about. So I think if City start to put together a run,
Chelsea
I
now
can't see Arsenal winning
6.
15 games in the bouts. If City start to win 15 games in the bouts, I'm gonna be scared. Brighton
Nah,
should be
you're
behind
the- nah,
City
bro.
by
Man said if they start to win 15,
bro,
you won't know.
There's
this.
12
Man said,
there's
no,
12
did you hear what he said? Did you? If they start to win 15 games on the bounce, I'll be scared.
That's about
They
as
would
many
have
games
won
right
it.
there.
They would have won. They would have won the 15 games already.
We'll be behind them. Essentially.
No,
I
you
don't
won't.
think
No,
we'll
you
win.
won't, bro. You're 12. There's a 12 point
15
gap.
games, I don't think.
Just-
So I personally think we win 12 more games out of the 17 that we have to play. Then maybe 2 losses, 3 draws. We've lost 1 game all season.
How many points does that bring you to? Does that bring you to 90?
I think just about 90, maybe 89, 90. I think we'll get in the ballpark.
They are
of-
50 now. So what do you say? How many
He
more
said
wins?
17 wins.
I
So
said
that's
12 more
Is it
wins.
12? So that'd be,
So 12
that'd be 86 points.
and then you said 2 losses
And
and
I'm
3
pretty sure the
draws.
maximum points he
89.
86.
89, 89
points.
that'd
So-
be
His max points is 86. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so-
Yeah, cool. I was in the same group chat. Cool. My next point is Arsenal. The Arsenal Saturday evening, all eyes on me fixture.
All eyes on me.
Sir, good evening. Back at the Emirates.
Meant more to me.
That is his like.
Yeah, that's his stomping
That
ground.
is his thing now, isn't it?
That's his what do they say? That is his there's a term these lot use. That's his let's call it his Roman Empire.
Yeah, I think that's actually the term as well. But yeah.
This Roman Empire. Obviously, none of you are Arsenal fans on here, but did you guys think this was a potential banana skin coming in?
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
Yep, I did. I was looking forward to it.
Same.
I was looking forward
I
to it.
locked in. I
was
was
locked in.
in my schedule. I was like, yo.
Locked in. And Watkins, there's a couple times I thought Watkins would get in. Then when they scored their first goal, so for flip's sake, man. And then Villa started to recover, started to get more and more into the game. So, okay, cool. And second half, I think Arsenal started really, really well and got this.
I didn't think Villa got into the game until they were 2-0 down when Arsenal actually like sat back a bit
No.
more.
There was a period in the first half
But
where
yeah, they had like half chance, like the Maatsen chance, and Watkins
No,
had
there was
like
a period where there was
The Maatsen when he hit straight away.
No,
after-
it
That was
literally
alright.
showed up on Sky Sports when they were like, in the last 5 minutes, it's been like 70% or something like that to Villa. So there's a period like in mid first half where Tielemans was getting involved and they'll transition and they're just kind of messing up at the final moment. And obviously Arsenal get that goal, brilliant play from Trossard, Matheson, and I think that's great for Martinelli to get in, but
Get on the inside of him.
get
Yeah.
inside of the defender, good finish, cool. Second half, pretty much more to say. I thought Arsenal were quite dominant territory, and I think they kind of extended that in the second half. And then they got another good goal again. Trossard out of nowhere cuts Matty Cash again. Brilliant ball. Havertz, I think that's a good finish. Gets good contact on it. I think maybe Martinez could probably do better with both goals because I literally straight at him. But I think Martinez and Havertz did the right thing. I mean, Martinez and Havertz did the right thing of just getting a good enough contact on the ball. And I think, okay, cool, this is game over. And then Villa just randomly woke up. Boom, Digne, brilliant crossing.
And do you know what was so crazy about that goal? Because I had to watch it this morning, but they had the chance just before the goal to go up 3-0 when Martinelli's obviously on the counter attack and Trossard's to his left. Martinelli almost like he settles the play a bit. You know, he doesn't like take advantage.
I don't know
loses the
where he
ball.
was going. He just diverted from goal.
He just diverted from goal.
Because he's not good.
They obviously win the ball. That guy they brought on, I don't know his name. You know
like
the guy that they brought for Onana. He
Yeah,
obviously
but
sprays out
the
to
defender
Digne.
that plays-
Whatever it is.
Something like that. He sprays out to Digne, and then Martinelli, the one time he was lazy and doesn't track back Digne, he has all the time in the world to put a great ball in.
Yeah, brilliant
And
finish.
somehow, I don't know how Tielemans beats Marine in the air, but it was a
I
it
would
was a
call
great
it
header.
beating. I think he just
It
got
was
in the
low,
gap.
innit?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a low header, wasn't it?
Yeah, brilliant
It wasn't
finish.
low, but I'm talking about actually beating him to get to the ball.
Yeah,
Oh, beat him to the spot. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
That operational speed touch Gunas talk about. And then literally short after that, Tielemans' ball comes to the edge of the box and I could have bet £50
When he
on the
hit
goal.
yeah.
Hit the post. He didn't even have to hit it that precise because the power he hit the ball with.
His ball striking is nuts, man.
Bro, edge of the box, he's one of the best I've seen
Yeah.
in Premier League history in terms of just consistency of ball striking. I've seen him hitting the keeper. I've seen him hitting the half volley outside the right foot.
Yeah. He's really done well. Remember when he left Leicester and people were like, what? This is a bit of an odd move. But he's done really well. He could get another move.
He's been the best midfielder in the Premier League this season for me.
Really?
Comfortably.
I don't know.
But I've got my one.
I don't
innit?
know.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
I know.
gather
you can
in
say-
there.
I think it's
Yeah,
those
of
two
course.
tussling for it.
Of
though.
course.
Nah, Tielemans.
It's them two tussling.
Bro,
It's them two tussling. Them two tussling.
Gravity Look is doing nice little turns on that.
Tito.
Nice little turns.
Tito Jackson. Tussling.
Tielemans,
Not
yeah.
controlling games, not nice little turns, but controlling games.
So is Tielemans.
I hear it, I hear
Tielemans
it.
is playing free touch. And bro, just turn him, man. Nah, he's too cold. Both foot, left, nah. He was, and then they start to get to the game a bit more. And then who scored? Watkins.
Watkins, yeah, Matty Cash.
Watkins
cuts in.
almost missed. He almost missed. You watch it back, bro.
Yeah.
Like it was a brilliant ball
What's
from
happened
Matty
to him?
Cash.
Just him?
Brilliant ball from Matty Cash.
Yeah.
What if you see he hits it
instep.
instep, but he's actually facing upwards, so the ball hits off the crossbar.
Okay.
That is actually, it looked like a sick finish, but he didn't.
I thought it was a crazy finish.
No, it was a crazy finish, but when you watch it closely, like he probably actually kind of got lucky because his foot should be aiming downwards because you don't need to roof it.
Yeah, it's a risk. I get what you mean. It's almost similar to what. Do you remember when Michael Owen he was critiquing Nunes' choice of finish against Brentford for the day?
I don't think he tried to roof it. I just think it's just bad technique from him in that moment because there's no way he's trying to side foot the ball upwards. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
The patience of the ball, what you have to do is just put it.
You're almost like trying to, like when the ball comes, like you're almost like hitting it away from you.
Yeah, you're just redirecting it past the keeper. It's a goal. But again, end up being a brilliant finish anyway. So I'm thinking, okay.
I had a question for you on that goal. Do you think it was a poor defensive line when, like, because I didn't really feel like they tried to step up. It was almost like, I know Partey lost his man and people were blaming him, but do you think it was just a poor defensive line?
I'm not gonna lie, I think that it's just a great cross, and the great cross timed correctly, the correct time run is hard. Like for example, Spurs got a goal, their last goal today, Richarlison again, great ball in, time to perfection, run that. Ball in at the back post once it's time to perfection is very hard. It's very hard to deal with.
And the reason why I asked is I remember early on in the season when we conceded a goal similar to that. You made a great point. I think where you said sometimes you don't have to critique the defense. Yeah. Like it's almost like a thing where it was just an amazing piece. It was just an amazing piece of magic, an amazing piece of attack, and at the end of it was a good goal.
A great
like in basketball, sometimes they say good offense,
good defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then after that, I was like, okay, cool. Do you know what? Here's Odegaard's time to shine. Do you know what I'm saying? He's been ghosting around the game. And then Brody just kept on ghosting. And the worst thing about
Odegaard... It looks good doing it, though.
Yeah?
It's goddamn good doing it, man.
And then people are like, your boy, they don't even play your boy Maddison. I'm like, I'm happy to play Odegaard because he's giving me unlimited content, right?
Yeah.
So Odegaard just hanging out right, not really doing anything. And when he's getting the ball, he lost the ball. And I did the maths on 30% of his touches. So that means every 3 times he get the ball, he's losing the ball. Doing that when you're hiding is generally despicable. And I think Declan Rice and Trossard try to drive Arsenal forward. Like, I saw Rice is playing 6, by the way. He's getting the ball and he's dribbling, trying to make...
He's literally getting to the half space.
Even a goal that was disallowed for offside, for handball.
He wins the ball and drives
Declan
up.
Rice, he wins the ball, drives, beats a player, hits a byline. I didn't even know he had a left foot to even put in a good enough cross left foot. The ball comes.
It was a very good cross, I can't lie.
Bro, and I think him and Trossard played, I think Gabriel was brilliant. Watkins, I have to say, just one time you're played through. Rodgers, great play. You're 1v1 with Gabriel in the box.
That was Timber.
Was it Timber?
It was Timber.
Was it Gabriel?
I mean, he ran back, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Timber. It was Timber.
I see Watkins in that scenario, and this is his patented move.
The step over,
right foot, left foot, near post or cross goal.
Yeah,
he does that, and you can't stop it. So I think Russell's like, we're in here. Man tries to cut. You are not Neymar. You're not Mbappe.
Actually, no, sorry, that was Gabriel.
It was Gabriel.
The one I was thinking about, there was another opportunity where they countered. He did the step over to go around Timber, but he doesn't shoot. Then he almost obviously runs back.
That was a 3-1, innit?
Yeah. I think that one you just take a speculative shot.
Agreed.
But he did try that. There was another one there where he does try to take a speculative shot, and I think Timber just blocks it.
Yeah.
So I think he was just in his head a bit, just thinking.
No, but he is a problem, Watkins, in the channels. He is a problem. But I think Arsenal again. He's just very, very bland. Without set pieces, it just looks bland. I don't understand the party at right back thing. I think it's very crazy.
I would like to just have some stats.
Ben White's injured, so Partey, he's just very slow. Like on the ball, he's got a lot of quality. Like he played a great reverse pass into Havertz to create a chance for him. But if you don't have people running them behind, which they don't really have, there's no point actually playing Partey. There's no point whatsoever. Odegaard, he has to step it up. He's doing absolutely nothing. I think he's so used to obviously on that right hand side he has that dynamic with Saka and Ben White where he's just more of a facilitator, but he's not really that high quality playmaker where they pretend that he is. He gets it cracking. He's not. He's more like a metronome that could play a good pass. He could dribble.
What did what's it called?
Metronomic agitator.
That's what he is.
This week he said that, I don't really rate metronomes that much. I still done, noted it down.
I need to still go back and listen to that.
Yeah. But he's more of a guy that keeps things ticking. And obviously he could play a good final pass, but he's not like Mr. Force the issue. That's Saka, right? So, and that's what I clocked about their squad. they don't really have anyone outside Saka that can force the issue.
Yeah.
And I think.
So you're saying the metronomic agitator as metronomic agitating?
He's not agitating. He's just metronomic. Maybe the battery in the metronome and died yesterday. But I think Arteta's outside now. Miami's not there. Saka's not about. I think he's gonna have to switch it up.
Yeah.
I think he'll have to switch it up.
I think with Arsenal they have similar issues to us, whereby in terms of their box rate and having like someone that can finish, is just not there. It's just not there. And if you look back across the season, I was looking at the numbers, right? And the season where they obviously like surprise teams, they like overperformed actually by like 12 goals.
Yeah.
If you look at and if you look at it was I think if you look at Saka, Martinelli, and Odegaard, it was a plus 14 XG overperformance between the three of them.
Mm-hmm.
Last season, with Trossard included in that trio, it was a plus 2.7. But plus 4 of it comes from Trossard. So those guys have obviously regressed to a mean in terms of their finishing quality. Yeah. So there's a lack of, you can already see there's a lack of killers. And then this season, they're in, I think it's like negative 0.7.
Yeah, because
so you can already see the fact they don't have any killers in the box, that's obviously costing them as well.
I saw that because I saw a Arsenal fan try to say that Havertz is the most clinical out of all there's none of the 10s that people rate that are more clinical than Havertz, and I thought that was quite a preposterous statement. So I went to go check. He's got the worst big chance conversion out of all of them by distance. And XG, he's underperforming his XG since he's been in England by minus 14. I think it off the top of my head. And in the last 2 years, he's underperformed it at both years for Arsenal, even though he's actually scored more goals than Chelsea. So what is really happening is he's just getting more chances. He's just getting more chances because Arsenal, of course, in this Arsenal is a better team than that Chelsea team. Yeah. He's just getting more chances. What's weird, I would love to speak to Touchy Gooners, is that they don't seem as defensively as sound as before. Because when I was watching Arsenal last year, even if they want a great attacker side, I just don't think anyone's going to score. But every game I look, you feel like the team's going to score.
Yeah, there's opportunity still. And
I keep saying, we conceded from 0.25 XG. Bro, XG is just a model. I'm seeing these chances. I'm seeing, is a good player cut inside of his right foot. If you let a good player cut inside their stronger foot, they can find the corner.
I'm sick of these XG youths, man. I'm absolutely sick of it.
The issue, my issue with XG especially, is that you're supposed to use it over time. Like it's a trend stat. And then they obviously like it adds up. You can't just use it for like one individual assist situation. Like, this chance was XG, and then
even using it over a game is a little bit sketchy.
Yeah, you can't. Like, you have to wait for like a period of time.
Let's say the 37 shots, the Liverpool game. I think we had an XG of 4.6 or something, but we had 37 shots.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're just adding up 0.01. Incremental. Fair enough. So, question: you said you had some stats there, Marco.
I
want you to speak on them. You brought them, so it's important that you get an opportunity. You know,
as you man have been saying in terms of like not being able to create clear-cut chances. I think since the Saka chance and Saka injury, I do think Saka is a big differentiator, so I'm going to give them a bit of leeway, start with some love, and say, without Saka, of course, you're not going to create as many chances. But over the past 4 games, they've created 7.1. For example, in contrast, I think Nottingham Forest have created 7.6, or a little bit higher than them. We've created 13.2. I looked at the top 3.
Yeah.
They've scored 6 goals out of that 7. We've scored 10 goals out of our 13. So obviously, you're going to score less goals than your XG based on the trending stats in terms of regressing to a mean. Sometimes you're going to overperform, sometimes you're going to underperform, but you need to be creating significantly more chances. And when you're not starting someone like Nweri, who can have that final pass, or does seem like he's
injured, bro.
Factor. Yeah, when you're not starting Nweri, when Saka's injured, when Odegaard's off colour, you do need somebody that's going to be able to create. And with their midfield makeup of Marino, Rice, and
slot mid
Odegaard, like, where are you really seeing that creation from? You can't rely on just...
No, what do you mean? Odegaard's, he's creative, no?
You can't rely on a sole player, man. If he's off colour, it is what it is.
He's off colour, he's been shit, bro.
But he has been shit. And I definitely agree with that.
And he's not that creative.
And in terms of defensive stats, I do think, they
Man said, Arsenal fans like, why does Odegaard have that many assists? Like, our players missing chances. These times, Saka's always leading chance of assists. So, is Saka playing different teammates to Odegaard?
Yeah, definitely.
In terms of defense,
they are conceding more XG over this period of time.
Where's the Arsenal? I need to dunk on one of them, bro.
I need them here.
It's a bad look.
It's a bad look.
It's a bad look. When you're listening back and complaining about our analysis.
No, don't complaining. No complaining.
Well, no. When you're listening back and you're complaining about analysis and why didn't you say this and they're not being fair, there's an empty seat right there beside Babs for a touchline.
Remember JBP when Mal Rui left and he was talking to the empty chair? That's what should be on. Hey, Boggs. Talk to you about your XG, bro.
They've been going all week. They've been strategizing how to make the team better. Now talk about Tierney right back at that.
Oh my God!
It's just been so
burn them both. Like if we burn them both,
jumping in just to chat. Like, yeah, but I think Arteta could play Tierney right back. And then Anton said something else. Do you know what? Yeah, I kind of agree. I was watching both sides.
Oh man.
Oh, football's a cool sport, man.
I love it. I love the game,
We're gonna
man.
get into it when we get to the award segment. Football's a cool sport.
I love the game.
Sport.
I love the game. And then let's quickly speak on. I didn't even finish up on Arsenal. So what now for Arsenal?
I think they need.
Goes out of all competitions gracefully, man.
They need to. I think they need to make a signing. They need to make a signing this January window.
Yeah, they do need to.
They need to make a signing,
especially if rumours of Saliba's injury is actually concrete. If Saliba is injured for the 6+ weeks,
enough defenders, man. Enough defenders. They need enough defenders, bro. Don't give up any ideas, man. There's enough defenders.
What happened to Saliba?
Got a hamstring injury.
Is that when he pulled out? Oh, when he pulled out of taking the pen.
No. He ran.
When he was running off the pitch.
Yeah.
So when he was running off the pitch and not take a pen, that's when he pulled it.
Boy,
I'm not involved.
I'm not involved either.
I'm not involved.
Yeah. So listen, we're halfway through the window, more than halfway through. So it's 20th of January tomorrow. What sort of attacking signing do they need?
So for me, it was like I was saying earlier, I think they need somebody that can just finish chances in the box.
There's a striker.
A striker or a wide man who's going to make those runs in the box off the back of crosses. But then again, who's going to make the crosses? So it's a tough one. It's a tough one.
Your half-baked plans, man. What if you move him out to right wing back?
But yeah, no.
But then who will play in the 10?
We had a discussion in one of our group chats. So I think they need a striker and a maverick winger.
Yeah,
I think that's what they need. Like somebody that can just like set a game alight from nothing.
I also think they need a midfielder that can actually create for his teammates and not one that's just waving his hair. Because I'm worth it on the sidelines.
Can I introduce you to James Madison?
No. That ship sell. They got Odegaard.
Oh gosh, damn. Yeah, I don't think those things are happening, Babs.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not complaining.
Yeah, I think it's your time, Marco.
I love the window. The window kind of shutting kind of soon, isn't it?
Huh?
The window's shutting soon, isn't it?
Yeah, like a week and a half.
Oh.
Yeah, it's your time, Marco, man.
Yeah, it definitely is, man. All I'm going to say is the PO isn't one off field tilts, operational speeds, modules, none of that, man. It takes
modules. Oh,
it takes
there's this one particular German Dan voice, I remember, he's like, Arteta's building a team for different game modules.
Different phases. What phase is this? Phase 8. What?
Different game modules? What are you talking about?
So I'm guessing one is like us in the ascendancy, transition game.
No, this is the game module. Set pieces. That's the game module. That's the only game module they've added this year. Set pieces. Bro, they are a much worse team than they were in 22 and 22 and 23.
Yeah. And do you think part of that also is, remember that first season? People I felt like teams were still playing them like they weren't good.
Yeah.
And then they say it's because because Saliba got injured, they didn't win the title, but also Odegaard stopped playing well.
Yeah.
And Saka stopped playing well.
Yep, they also play well.
Apart from it was Martinelli and Gabriel.
Yeah, it was Martinelli that he was one who kept
Martinelli and Gabriel, the only ones. Everybody else fell off. But obviously it was Holding's fault that they 2-0 up against West Ham. West Ham
missed a penalty as well.
Partey gets away a penalty. Yeah. You get a penalty. You missed a penalty. You end up drawing. Holding's fault.
Then the Southampton game as well.
Yeah, nasty. I was
Brighton
out that
game.
evening.
Partey comes on at half time.
That meant more, man. Inject that, man. That Southampton game was out a work function. Like, guys, inject that. Can I drink this instead?
My man said, "Hey, give me the premium thing."
Hey, have you not seen that gif?
Top shelf.
Have you seen that gif when the big guy is using somebody small to DJ? That's what Lavio was doing to Partey at the Emirates. Just
oh man,
using it to DJ.
So, what's a good season from here out for Arsenal?
Winning the Champions League or winning the Premier League.
I don't think they're winning either, but finish second. That's it.
No, that's not a good season. That's not a good season. You finish second 3 seasons in a row.
You can always mitigate with the Saka injury a little bit.
Nah, bro. Everybody gets injuries. Everybody gets injuries. I saw City win the league with KDB out for half the year. Yeah. I'm not trying to hear injuries. Everybody gets injuries.
Damn, tough crowd. All right, let's quickly speak on Spurs.
Jeez.
Away from home against David Moyes' Everton. David Moyes, they should have killed me. Second game back, win 3-1. Ndiaye, brilliant goal. 3-2. Ndiaye, brilliant goal.
He's good,
man. Another one who started for United of Manchester.
Yeah, right there, man.
What next for Ange? Pretend Tobes is there.
LinkedIn. LinkedIn. We got ton on that looking for work ton on LinkedIn.
You're never hiding.
We do not have the privilege.
You're never hiding it from your
Black man
employer.
does not have the privilege of turning on looking for work on LinkedIn.
He's never hiding it from his employee, but he's putting it public for everybody to see.
Hide it from his
He's putting it
employer.
public for everybody to see. I'm open to opportunities.
Open to work is insane.
Did any of you watch the game?
I haven't seen it now.
That was one of the most. I had both games on.
Okay.
That was one of the most shameful performances.
Yeah.
First half, they got packed from pillar to post. Like, packed.
Really?
Like, because they changed form. So I see Davis is back. So Slanky is injured. Yeah, but so Ben Davis is back.
Is it Anthony Davis?
No, Slanky. They need Anthony Davis, you know. Yeah, bro. Gets a rebound. Offensive rebound. So Solanke was missing. But Davis is back. So I'm thinking, okay, cool. They're going to probably play Davis and Dragoshin centre back. Spence and Porro. Then probably do Bergvall, Sarr, Archie Gray midfield with Maddison and Kulusevski wide or Son. They actually went to a 3-4-3, which is interesting. But I think 3-4-3 should probably be in their formation from earlier this season because I think it kind of suits their team. They don't have any really good wide players. Their best players are all central areas.
You want to concentrate those best players in those areas.
Yeah.
Son, you want him in front of goal.
100%.
Madison, you want him playing those incisive passes to Son and Solanke.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but I thought it was quite strange to play that formation today on such short notice, especially when they're not in a really good position. And it was bad. Like the way I don't know how they interpreted it. So they played the three at the back, but Archie Gray kind of ended up being right back, and Porro kind of ended up being right wing, and then the midfield was just getting blammed by Doucouré and Idrissa Gueye. Some of the stuff I saw today was just crazy. Like the spaces that Spurs were leaving was insane. Letting Dominic Calvert-Lewin twist up three people in and out.
That was nuts.
In, out.
In, out. That's his first goal in 16 games?
Yeah. First 17 games.
Oh,
that
God.
is
We're so back.
See that enough is unforgivable. Because Calvert-Lewin messed up another. They were just popping balls over the top, and Calvert-Lewin there's one time Calvert-Lewin was, I swear to God, one ball from Braithwaite, Calvert-Lewin was free on goal. I'm talking clean through. Like you must have thought somebody slipped, and he took some of the worst touches you ever see. It went through. Second goal, the ball's in the midfield. I don't know what type of kamikaze pressing Archie Gray's doing with Sarr. 1-2 round, and what's his name? Ndai is just bearing through on goal. I don't know why Dragoshin doesn't come out to him whatsoever.
That guy cheeks.
He is cheeks.
Wow.
Very cheeks.
Wasn't his manager like, Real Madrid wanted him. We shouldn't have gone Spurs.
Hit him with a step over, pat the keeper. The game was over. The game was over. Spurs didn't have a chance. I think Son had a chance off some good play. I seen Son scored at like 10 times out of 10. I'm shocked. And he
was a good dude, man.
Yeah, and he
was a good dude.
He could potentially have had a penalty, maybe at 1-0. But that performance from Spurs was woeful.
Does the manager go? Should the manager go?
He has to go. He has to
I'm
go.
hearing that.
I thought Madison wasn't at it. I think Madison and Kulusevski, Son, they couldn't get into the game. Their team was getting packed. Sarr was just poor. Bergvall was trying, just running around.
So was Everton good or was Spurs poor?
Both. I thought Everton were good, but I think Spurs went very easy.
Okay.
But Everton were good. And the midfield was dominant. Calvert-Lewin was one of them ragged, and Dyer was excellent. Like they were just dominant. Like it could have been 5 at half time. Look at, could have been 5. 3-2 is crazy flattering. Crazy flattering.
Fair enough, man. Moyes is back, man. They're all right now. They're going to be safe.
See the Amtrap. Toes was like, we should win at Everton because our next game's Fulham. I said, brother, you think you're going to win on Moyes' debut?
Yeah, no chance.
What do you think this is?
Yeah, come on. This is heritage.
What do you think this is?
This is heritage, man.
Yeah.
Moyes versus
Haggis and Iron Brew. Come on.
Moyes versus Ange.
Moyes first game at the home stadium as well.
That's a mismatch. Moyes is asking. ISO.
Hey, back yourself. Get away.
Clear out.
We've like got it.
Top of the key.
He's clearing the technical area. Just clear it out.
No, but some of these Spurs players, Dragoshin, there's nothing redeeming about him.
That's deep.
No, he's not a good footballer at all. He's not a good. Seeing him live is crazy.
Like on the ball.
Certain man that you just look and you're like, fam, why are you on the pitch? Like you look like a
on the ball, he just bangs it clear. He makes bad decisions. Like, when they've cleared the ball and the centre back's getting there first. Like, he's hesitant. Oh, should I play back to keeper? Should I try something cheeky? Should I clear out? He doesn't do anything. Then he just plays out.
They've made some shocking recruitment as well.
But to be fair, the Dragonson is actually quite diamond because he's meant to be the first centre back.
Yeah.
But obviously, it's hard if you ain't got Udogi's not there, Vicario's not there. Solanke's not there. Romero and Van der Ven.
My thing is outside of this game. Like, I'm talking about the fact that it only took until, what was it? I think it was only this summer, last January, where they actually got a third centre back.
Yeah, no.
That could actually cover.
No, it is poor. I do think Ange has been portal throughout because the fact Ange hasn't really changed how they played until today, and it wasn't like a change in philosophy and style, just kind of changing shape.
Yeah.
Like, not changing how you do things when you've had your four of your
same product, different pack.
Yeah, 4 of your back 5 is missing, and you played the exact same way, and you couldn't defend when all 4 of them are there.
Yeah.
Is a quite an interesting.
Going back to what you said, sometimes the manager just needs to mitigate some things. Like, maybe you don't have the players to play a certain way that you want at this moment in time. Sometimes you might just need to change things around and maybe
just play it safe.
Yeah, play it safe.
Fair enough, man. Just another week of being Spurs. Cool. Let's get on to our awards. Let's start with the first one. Get Big Simon as defensive coach if he ain't managing. So this is the award for the positive or negative managerial performance this week. I'll start with you, Marco.
I'm going to go Arteta, and I think he said it himself.
What, he said I should win the Big Sam?
No, he said his changes weren't good enough. He said in comparison to Liverpool, our changes couldn't win the game for us. I think he mismanaged that Aston Villa game, and he could have been more proactive to kill the game off as opposed to getting the team to sit back.
Okay. Babs.
Fair. I'm going to go with Iraola.
Okay.
The game
so
yesterday.
mainstream.
Yeah, the game yesterday against the Newcastle. I didn't watch it, but
you didn't watch it?
No, I didn't watch it. But as I said, they had a good game.
They packed. I watched how they packed.
I'm coming
How you give one to the game?
I'm working backwards. I'm working backwards.
I'm leading a packing bowl.
But against the game against us as well, they got a good result. The game against you guys as well, 1-3-0. So they've had some good results of recent.
Not a lot of man them road. You see, I'm so E3, E3.
You don't know about that.
I don't know what the hell's going on right now.
You don't know about that, man.
I don't know about it, God.
But yeah, that's my Get Big Simon.
Fair enough, man. And Disu, you'll Get Big Simon as defensive coach if he ain't managing.
Moisey, man. Big rascal Moyes came in, slapped and all about. I think he's going to keep them up. And shout and die, quality player. But yeah, Moisey for making Andrew like the fool he is.
Cool. Next one. It's not double denim. The moment that had you the most rattled this week. I'll stay with you, Disu.
Oh, that had me the most rattled. Oh, watching Lenioro get absolutely barbecued for 70 minutes. It's wild. Jesus Christ. Is y'all going to help him or what?
That was nasty, man.
Yeah, that was good. That whole game rattled me. The whole game. Because I was coming in thinking, let's get our stats up.
Yeah, same.
We got our stats up in the end. But boy.
I was like, 3-0 up by like 30 minutes and then now the boys can start eating. Fair enough. Babs.
I've got 2.
Okay.
Got 2. So the first one was today, Belabor, that penalty against Ahmad. Man could clotheslined him.
It was Xerxes.
It was Xerxes.
Yeah.
Okay, he clotheslined him. And the second one was the midweek game against Bournemouth. So at work, right, I had a conversation with one of our clients, and he's a Man United fan, right? And he was like, you know what, I don't want to be a fair weather fan, but there are just times in your life as a fan whereby you just have to just enjoy your life outside of football. And I was like, okay, fair, but me personally, I like to enjoy my football, I like to watch it. The Bournemouth game happens now. We go 1-0 up, Palmer, lovely goal. And I start seeing, we're wasting a lot of chances. I'm seeing Jackson, he's doing his thing. And I literally said in our Chelsea Hour group chat, we're not winning this game. They obviously got the equaliser. They got the goal 2-1 for Semenyo. Bro, I turned my teeth, went to bed. That was I told you, I went to bed. I woke up the next morning, went to the gym.
Like nothing happened.
Like nothing happened, bro. I went to bed, bro. I couldn't do it. Do you know how rattled I was, right? I was awake, right? I was awake on my way to the gym at 5 a.m. voice noting these guys like... I was fuming. It only came up till 6:30 that I found out that we didn't lose the game. I thought we lost. I thought that was it. I thought that was it.
You didn't see the reshapes,
Bro, I was like, I'm not looking at anything. Bro, I looked at
You got it, bad.
On the phone.
That was my right moment.
All right, back.
That was my right moment. My head was gone, bro. It was. I was like, I'm not doing this, man. I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm going to bed.
Marco, it's not double denim. What moment had you rattled this week?
Hardly rattled this week, but probably the United Southampton game. Because I was watching it while I was in the gym. I was thinking, decent result. They might get a draw.
Yeah.
And Amar just comes through the double buzzer beater.
Do you want to give me endorphins? Because they came to make jokes and for the hate watch.
Yeah.
And it was banging to no degree. Then our son crashed it at last minute.
It's even worse.
Came for the hate watch, stayed for the hat trick.
Yeah.
Someone I know in Jim's a United fan, innit? So he came, talked to me while I was like mid-setting. I'm like, you man are losing. Like, you man shouldn't even be losing this match. Bouncing him a little bit, yeah. Then I see him on the way out. Like, I think I left gym at 10 or something like that. I would see him on the way out. He's just laughing in my face. I'm like, all right, cool.
Put your freeze up. Put your freeze up.
Saka, Amar's getting a hat trick before Salah has rattled them so much. When I put that on the touchline account, they are.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I love the game, man. I love it so much, man. Cool. Next one is the No Agenda of the Week award. Start with you, Babs.
I'm sorry, sis. I got 3.
Sure.
Got 3. And it comes back to something you said earlier about Harry Kane. He owes us some goals, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
He's currently on 16 goals in the moment in the Bundesliga. About 7 of them been penalties.
Yeah, nasty business.
That
Really?
ain't cutting
nasty.
it.
It's nasty
that
business
ain't
out
cutting
there.
it. The second one is I need them to cut their Premier League down to 14
What was the
teams.
first one?
So Harry Kane. It's just
Harry Kane? Oh, wow.
That's it. Harry Kane. The second one, I need them to cut the Prem down to 14 teams.
Why?
I'm tired of seeing some of these teams in the Prem doing this bullshit, man. And as far as I'm aware, aren't Sheffield coming back up?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
They look good. Sheffield and Burnley.
Yeah.
Or Leeds.
Yeah, nah. My alternative to that is you bring me back the Super League.
Super League.
Okay, and my third one, my real one, is Noni. I can't.
Nah, this is a big blow for the Noni truthers right here.
I can't do it. Bro, I listened to the pod last week. When
This is a big blow for the Noni truthers.
When Shemi was doing the Ahmad thing, I was like, bro, Shemi, I'm not running with you right now, man. I'm not running with you right now, man. Like, no, yeah. For me, that ain't it, man.
I need more. I need more detail. The listeners need more detail.
What, for Noni?
Yeah.
I mean, you just have to watch the guy play. I think he has an obvious goal for it. But
That's a violation.
In terms of like his actual...
I'm over describing it.
In terms of his, like, honestly, I swear to you, just watch him play. His first touches are slack. The way he strikes the ball is not consistent. The way he dribbles is so messy. Me, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit of an aesthetics merchant. So watching these things happen, nah.
So what? You're done?
Nah, I can't do it, man. And the thing is, I know players you don't just become all of a sudden technically tidy.
Yeah.
You know, so
you are technically.
You are. So unless he's gonna suddenly start becoming this like amazing goal scoring winger, if he's doing what he's doing right now, I'm got the time for it.
Yeah, he's not putting the numbers up, and he's not really
and the performances aren't there.
Not generating football.
Exactly.
Yeah, I understand, man. Marco, you gave your agendas. All right, let's final award is the.
I didn't give my agenda.
Didn't you?
No.
Oh, sorry. What's your agenda?
They know what it is, man. They know what it is. I'm not gonna say it.
Standing order.
But
Vanguard, you know the bag. Standing order every month.
Come on, man. I've been saying it every week, and it gets better every week, bro. I beg you lot, just search Odegaard on Twitter. Do you want to search Odegaard? Don't you just looking at your work? Do you know when Thanos, after he classed everybody, and he just sat down, just observed like a man did it. I was just scrolling through, just thinking, damn, man.
What, they're just going in on him?
What? I was looking at it. I just saw tweets just now. I
did all of this.
I said, damn, man.
Look all of this.
I'm him for real.
We built this. Look around. We built this.
Like, I'm him for real.
We're just proud and passionate.
I'm actually him. Because I told them, don't let me...
Odegaard agenda is a college sports team. Odegaard agenda is a college sports team.
I told them. And when I say them, I'm talking Justice, Leo, Dr. Lee, Lewis, Anton, not really Anton, Cougs, German Dam, Big Yems, Deji Online, Bodega Cat, all of these youths, I told them, don't let me shine the light of truth.
Shine on.
I got mine on.
Hey, ring. Hey, no.
If this tsunami shines the light of truth and integrity, and when I shine the lights, it's 8K, you know. The footage is 8K. They can see every blemish.
Load it.
Swagger, you can tell I got my shine on.
Well, I listen to that
Tennis chain blinging, turn the lights on.
I'm listening to that on the way home.
Bro, I listened to that 2 days ago.
Becky, this the right song.
I play strings like I play the fiddle. No, I listened to that mixtape literally 2 days ago. Classic. But yeah, man. Hey, listen. I was thinking, what would satisfy me to stop this agenda? Do you know what I realised? Once I have an agenda, I actually can't stop. Even after victory. Actually, no, I've allowed Mbappe now.
I can't like he's performing a recent, bro.
Don't be coming off. Trap line got bust. Yeah, I can't believe this.
What the other guy said?
Yeah, this is crazy, man.
Bro, I'm different.
Look at the smile on your face.
I'm different.
Because I have no stocks in it. I have no. You know
when you're like a third party just viewing.
Yeah, just a third party.
Just watching. You know?
Like you're monitoring. You know, on Teams you can do it, on Outlook. You can do, this person is monitoring this meeting.
Should I tell you the maddest thing about Odegaard?
What?
The maddest thing, yeah, is that it's all Saka's injury. Should I tell you why? Because Odegaard could play exactly the same. Saka's there.
Cleaning up.
Saka scoring. He probably gets a couple of assists for just giving it to Saka. Saka cuts and shoots. Yeah. Also, if Arsenal winning games and not behind Liverpool by 8 points, his performances ain't being viewed the same. I'm telling you, winning is the ultimate makeup in football.
Yeah.
It's the ultimate makeup in football. But anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry, lads.
Fair enough, man. It just keeps the train keeps going. Yeah.
It's just business, man.
Bro.
It's just business. Fair enough, man. Let's finish up with some listeners' questions.
Underrated player.
Oh yeah, God, it's the producing and the hosting.
Well, nah, I hear it, man. I hear it, man. I hear it, man. Yeah. You know,
let's do. I know I have talent. Underrated player. ESR underrated player of the week, man. He scored this weekend actually. Let's start with you, Babs. You're good for an underrated player.
All I know.
Okay.
So
Do you think he's still underrated?
I think he's obviously got his plaudits of recent, but there's been some moments in games where he's literally saving them points. Like today, Southampton, I don't know if you guys saw, they obviously went up 3-0 early on. I switched onto that
Nottingham
game.
went 3-0 up. Yeah,
Nottingham, they went up 3-0 early on, but Southampton got 2 goals. And literally at the end of the game, he had a chance to make it 3-3 and he clears off the line. Saves the points there against Fulham as well.
Cleared off the line against us as well.
Yeah, exactly. Clears off the line against you guys. Against Fulham as well, he blocked it off the line. Like his defensive ability has been quality this season. You know, he's just been amazing. So, yeah, and obviously he's going to be available in the free at the end of the season. So, he may potentially be able to get a big move. So that's my underrated player of the week.
Fair. Marco, underrated player of the week.
Slightly hipster, but I'm gonna say Solomona. Obviously the noise around him. He's my type of player, and I go for quite a lot of these type of players. Yeah, I've had to try and have stocks in Giuseppe and certain man.
Remember that? Oh my god!
Certain man that look like they can beat someone, but I like a winger that can look someone in the eyes and say, "Hey, you, I'm taking
your food."
Yeah, I'm eating. Pause. I'm eating.
Whoa! Yeah, I'm kind of crazy. Yo! Whoa!
You know when I started, I realised I probably shouldn't say that, but it was hard.
I bet you said it.
Like, nah, man, fuck. But anyway, them type of wingers, them type of players that 1v1, they're smoking you. It's barbecue. Those are my bags still. So
fair enough, man.
Minor for me.
And Disu, who's your so I know I have talent. Underrated player of the week in conjunction with the underrated app. Get that on your phone.
He made bare man look like they really like that.
If you can't hear, that's me clicking my fingers in the treatment.
He
carried the franchise.
He made bare man look like they were like that. People thought Havertz was a gunman because Saka just literally spoon food in and passes. Therefore, Odegaard was better. I saw a clip and they shouted the big six. I know my boy Toes was a part of it when they had start, drop, sell, Odegaard, Pogba,
and Ozil. Yeah,
and they had Odegaard as the start.
Crazy.
I actually think that if you got the Pogba played the Premier League, and then UEFA said if you use your right foot more than 5% in this game, you'll be banned for life. And he actually had to play predominantly left-footed. He'll still be a better footballer than Odegaard. And I'm not even joking. He's got a better left foot than Odegaard. How Odegaard compared to Pogba and Ozil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did I miss Odegaard seasons that warranted this level of respect and ratings? Don't get me wrong, I think Odegaard is a top player. Ozil and Pogba.
Yeah. Rock Nation must crumble, man.
No, Rock Nation must crumble.
Honestly. Fair. Nice one, lads. Any more?
I forgot. I remember my actual initial Big Sam.
Yeah.
Was actually Nicholas Jover, the set piece coach for Aston.
Brother, they need a new one.
No, why am I seeing you all the time? I'm with Gary Neville. I stand with Gary Neville. Every time it's a set piece, man's us a technical box.
Yeah, I don't need to see all
They
that.
can't even hear what you're saying, bro. Man trying to get bare.
He's got a mural. He's got a mural.
Yeah, we had to whack it out, Steely. Yeah?
Mr. Love for the love needs some love, man. Cool, let's finish up with some listeners' questions. First one is from Bulem14. Shout out Obi. New York Knicks and Arsenal fans, so down bad.
Golly.
Would Ten Hag have produced more or less than 11 points from the last 11 games for Man United?
I think it'll produce pretty similar.
Yeah?
Or if
I
not
was going to
worse.
say worse.
Probably worse.
It's not something like that.
I was treading very badly with him.
Shit. Next one, Steenus WVG. A certain member claimed that the Dart man at Nando's FC is better than the Norwegian at Arsenal. Can we get an update post-loss at Everton? Also, can the player be better despite leading his team to relegation and back-to-back top 4 bottles? Would love to know.
Okay, so that's to me about Maddison and Odegaard. Okay, let's go through this systematically. Yes, he's a better player. I don't know how you can lead your team to 15th. I don't think he's the leader of the team. Especially Ange started dropping him, and they started losing when Ange dropped him. Odegaard actually was also there for 2 top 4 bottles. I'm not sure if the guy actually remembered that. He was also there for the biggest Premier League bottling in the history of Premier League bottling. That's on Odegaard's CV. And yes, I do think he's better than Odegaard. I think if you are a better passer, a better dribbler, a better shooter, you score more goals, you create more chances, you're a better big game player, I think that tends to lead for you being a better player. That's just how I was raised. If you're better than all those things that matter for attacking mids, you're better. And this season, he scored more goals, had more assists, and has more better games, so therefore he has been better this season. Odegaard has generally been pathetic. And Odegaard plays for this team that's meant to be really good. I hope that concludes for him.
Yeah, we'll put together.
Fair. Next one is from Count Dracula. In homage to Trossard ending Porro's career, what is the best ankle-breaking piece of skill you've witnessed and by whom?
Hazard and
I'm gonna
Zabaleta.
Ooh, I'm going to go
That's the first one that pops in my mind.
Douglas Costa.
Bellerin, yeah.
Just peak.
Got Messi versus Boateng as well.
Messi versus Boateng is probably the actual career-ending one, because after that...
Messi versus Del Horno, because on my life I never saw him again. I'm sure Del Horno played, but I never saw him.
And that's when you lot tried to make the pitch like look
Yeah,
shit,
It was like a muddy pitch.
nasty club, man.
Hey, man, listen, man, we got the mud.
What Hazard did to Coquelin, where Coquelin he actually made
spinning
spinning.
it,
He made him
in the air.
levitate and then spin.
Hey, do you know what's so crazy about that goal? He cooked Koscielny as well.
Yeah. He fried him.
Yeah.
He fried him. There's been a few. Just on somebody breaking their ankles.
You know what? The one Joe Cole did to Rio Ferdinand when Chelsea beat us at 3-0.
The 3-0 at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah. Rio did.
Funny enough, Man actually broke some of his ankles today, which reminded me of who Eze did it to Porro.
Oh yeah, the
Oh
little
my
stutter
God.
step.
Hey, you know, Porro's got, he's got like a
He's
of it.
got a
got trend.
CV. He's actually
I
got
think
CV.
Diaz done it to him as well.
I can't lie
this
though.
season.
I can't lie. That Trossard one, I was actually worried for him.
No, yeah, same.
I was worried. I thought that was ACL gone.
Yeah,
Oh, that was cold. I can't lie.
Yeah, he's actually it was cold because of what happened, but the trick wasn't that crazy.
Yeah, it was cold because of what happened. Like if you saw someone like that,
Do you know, look, he was crazy. Remember Berbatov's assist for Cristiano Ronaldo?
or the
West Ham.
touchline.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
Who was that?
I can't remember who the defender
who it
was, but the
was.
defender was just out the screen.
That was so good.
Just out the screen.
So good. Chelsea are so good, man. Fair. Next one is from Seba MRXZ. Is it time to accept Odegaard is a Bernardo type midfielder?
Yeah.
Who only performs well when things are rosy, but isn't the guy to raise the team up?
100%. And I asked them lot to tell me when Odegaard's played good outside M25, and no one can give me a time.
God, I was trying to defend him, but
Yeah, I put him in the pack. Especially when Mike tried to press him in the pod, I said, okay, this is the final straw.
Yeah. Hilarious. What other players in recent years do you think fit this archetype?
This what type?
Archetype.
That Bernardo type.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I thought you knew.
Oh, I thought some new question, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like really good technical player.
That's just in and around, but they're not going to create. They're not going to score.
Aesthetics.
Trying to think of midfielders that do the same.
Liverpool, Thiago.
Yeah,
Yep.
but Thiago wasn't here for long enough to really.
No, it's just literally just based on what you saw, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just literally the breadth of what you saw on the pitch.
Yeah.
So did you need to see it longer? or-
Dennis Bergkamp.
Yeah, because he's an amazing footballer.
No, I was laughing at Dennis Bergkamp one,
Yeah.
not
That's
you.
what I'm talking about.
No.
Oh god, I can't think of anybody.
Yeah. Neither can I still.
Podence.
But this was
Hey.
probably up there.
He was
I think
all,
so.
Skills.
There was all tech,
All
nothing
skills.
guaning, but it looked good.
Yeah, people that got the poor man's Hazard.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Whatever
Was
the
that
level
one again
below
they
the
had?
poor man's Hazard is what he was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the poor man's Hazard is still the baller.
Yeah, it's homeless
Exactly, yeah.
Hazard. Or Hazard at Madrid or something out there.
Hazard in the
Right?
tent.
Hey,
Hazard at Madrid. Did you like Hazard? I never ever got the feeling that you were a big Hazard fan.
of course I was.
Fair enough, man. Next one is from Anyanemi49524. Can the case still made that Arteta is the best young manager in the Premier League, seeing what Bournemouth and Brighton coaches are doing currently?
Of
No
course,
way in
I
hell.
think of course it can be.
Do you say no way?
So I think no way in hell. I think he's had way too long.
It's 3 seasons.
Yeah,
No.
the 3 seasons, bro.
No, hold on.
Arteta hasn't had 3
No, it's
seasons.
been When did
I-
you,
way
I'm talking
longer than
about like him
At
from
the
at
top
his
level.
top.
I think he inherited a team that's decent enough to be
No,
in
that
better
team from
position than
Emery.
he is. I think so. I think with Lacazette clears Havertz. Lacazette clears Gabriel Jesus.
do you think he
I don't know
he
about
don't
that.
clear
Nah,
Gabriel
you're
Jesus,
moving.
man.
Yeah, nah. I can't.
You're
I can't-
insane.
Does.
He doesn't
doesn't score.
He doesn't
Neither did
score.
Lacazette, bro.
Lacazette
Lacazette couldn't even run.
He doesn't
Lacazette
score
run.
goals. Lacazette could score goals. That's it. Lacazette could score goals.
Lacazette had
You used to
Lacazette.
call him Lizzo Zet.
Because he had to back into people, do the bum thing.
Bro, there was
That was insane.
There was lack of
The Lizzo truthers are still
Oh
after
my
you.
god, man.
Hey, I flogged Lacazette. Oh god damn. But Lacazette got 16 goals for Arsenal in the league, which is obviously not great. But that's
Which is
more.
still
that's
higher
more
than
than Gabriel Jesus
anything
ever scored.
Jesus has done. Anything Jesus has done.
Yeah, because Jesus has never scored 16 goals in the Premier League. That's a fact. The most he got is 14.
Oh, what did he do it first season? Yeah,
The most he's got is 14
Yeah.
yeah.
in the league, and that's with City. That's with Kevin De Bruyne literally spoon feeding
Feeding
you.
Fair enough, man. Feeding families. Do you think Arteta is still the best young manager in the league? And the names were brought up was Brighton. So that's what is it?
Bringing up the Brighton managers. Bringing up the Brighton managers is crazy.
Premature.
That's crazy work.
Yeah, it's too early.
'Cause remember last season, everyone was the game I get in football was constant, so you have to have the constant hottest take always.
Exactly.
But how often do your hot takes stand the test of time?
Facts.
I want people to ask themselves that.
And how often do you stick to those hot takes?
Yeah, how old is Iraola?
I think similar in his 40s.
Yeah, he was playing.
Yeah, I need to see more from Iraola, but yeah, I think Arteta's going to hold that position for now.
Yeah, agreed.
I'm just a
Agreed.
hater, so don't want him to hold shit.
Next one is from Lobos_RJ. Are Spurs getting 40 points this season?
That is a mad question.
How many do they have?
That name is. I don't know why. Whenever I heard that name, it always reminds me. I thought it was Lobos level when he was in prison.
So 20, they're on 24
You
right
know
now. They need another 16.
With how many games left?
Like,
17 games.
17,
16
16
games.
16
left.
Yeah, they'll just get about. They'll just about get there.
I think they get 45.
that's crazy. Let me even look at Tottenham's remaining
I
league
mean,
games.
I'm laughing. We're right there. With them.
I mean,
We're right there. With
they've
them.
got some tough
Hey, you're
games.
2 points ahead of them.
Right there with them.
Oh, man. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Next one is no, you can't say hi. Can Bournemouth and/or Forest finish in the top 4?
No.
I
Do you know what,
Forest
yeah?
could still, possibly.
Yeah,
But-
you'd be naive to say it's impossible.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
we've
man.
seen too many crazy things happen in football to just say this can happen.
And the performances are quite good. It's not like they're just about scraping through games. Like they're dominating quite a lot of these games. And when they are coming up against big sides, they're not getting blown away.
Wait, who's that in particular?
Forest.
I don't think Forest dominate games. I think what makes Forest so good is how like defensively resolute they are, and then the threats
But
they
are
have
they
on the counter.
dominant? But if you're
Oh yeah, no, but
specifically-
I get me. Obviously, there are multiple ways to dominate a game. You
Yeah.
can obviously
Yeah.
shut
When you're-
teams
like,
out.
the way you want the game, the
Yeah,
game's going the way you want it
Yeah,
to go.
Game's
you're
going
right,
exactly.
you're right,
and
you're
remember
right,
what I just
you're
said
right,
about
you're right.
said earlier about Nuno coaching the deep block really
Yeah.
well. He wants them in that game state.
Yeah,
he wants
no,
them
you're
defending.
right.
And he
No,
wants them
true,
on the counter.
true.
They're scoring from low quality chances. Wood's on fire. He's scoring loads of goals.
You are insane.
Fucking
Fam,
hell.
that was.
Nah,
You're
that,
insane.
I didn't even connect that.
I didn't get it to Evo until his face went.
Yeah,
You're
insane,
insane.
man.
Yeah,
You're
that's
disgusting.
not me.
Don't look at me, man.
That's not me at all.
Freak ass
But-
niggas, man.
You're fair.
Continue. God.
But yeah,
I want again.
I think they are scoring from low quality chances. I don't know how long that.
So do you think that's sustainable?
Yeah, I don't know how long that's going to be sustained for.
Yeah, that can't be the plan. Scoring from low
Yeah.
quality chances can't be the plan. That
In
bit.
terms of like controlling the game states, I think they're doing really well in that aspect of things. And if they can continue to control game states and be as clinical as they're being, then who knows? I think they should be. I don't know about Newcastle finishing top 4 though.
I feel it was Bournemouth, wasn't it? Was it Bournemouth or was it Newcastle?
It's Bournemouth.
Is it Bournemouth?
It's Bournemouth, yeah.
Bournemouth is 7th at the moment.
I think Newcastle finished top 4.
Do you think so? I think City do, you know.
I think City do.
Oh,
City will
shit.
come
Yeah.
back.
You remember City right
So
now?
what? So
City
Liverpool,
are fourth right now.
Arsenal. So,
Yeah,
so
City
it's
City are
Oh, yeah,
City are 6 points behind Arsenal.
My fault.
so you're 6 points behind
City are 6 points behind
Arsenal.
Arsenal. Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Liverpool, man.
They get finishing above Arsenal.
I'd rather chase City than chase Liverpool.
They'll be chasing City soon.
Oh, man. That's the thing about the Prem. The Prem is humbling, man.
I think it's the City. I think it's Libra missing
So
that game as
whoever
well.
said that statement about why argue for Arsenal fan, we could just wait. Is the
I
great
get in the
philosopher since
Louvre,
Emmanuel Kant.
man. I get in the Louvre.
Man, he can.
Yeah.
Cool. Next one is from Weasel THFC.
What was your name?
What's the point in being alive after this game?
Oh, man. Hey, listen, bro. You got Mikey Moore. You know, you got some young. You got the Lancashire
Michael
kids.
his cameo.
Yeah, I like Bergwijn a lot as a player.
You got some nice young talent, so you know you never know.
Archie Gray got packed today, my lord.
Oh, let's ask question. 10_CKN. Who's having a better season, Odegaard or Phil Foden?
Foden.
Don't fucking kill me, guys.
No, Foden's had more better games than Odegaard.
Don't
Odegaard's
kill
had 3 good games.
And how many's Foden had?
4. Odegaard has 2 assists and 1 penalty this season.
The question: Who do you trust to end the season better as well?
Foden.
I trust Foden.
Foden now got like 6 league goals in like 17 games. He's using these shit games. He's
getting back up.
everything that double. Everything that double.
Do you know what is it? 13. I'm just looking. 13 starts, 6 goals, 2 assists.
How many games has he played?
17.
Yeah, he just everything.
And the thing with Foden is that his performances might not be good, but he's going to crash it.
And
Yeah,
he's going to crash.
GA.
He's going to get brace as well.
Yeah, he
that's
doesn't do it small time.
No.
Double.
And,
You know what?
and if there's a
Exactly.
stat pad session, he'll be
He's
like,
front and centre.
How,
He's
like,
how
KDB,
can I not?
KDB.
And we're like, future song, how can I not? How can I not? How can I not?
I'll get out of
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be
When you get double
rude
points.
not to.
Rude not to. Rude not to.
All the time.
Yeah.
X2.
Agreed. All right, gents, that's always a pleasure. Great weekend for you, Marco. Obviously, perhaps you guys have got Wolves at home tomorrow. Watching it?
I'll be watching it.
Yeah. You confident?
Not really.
Disu, man, we go again, man.
I got a mud hat trick this week, so it's offset that's crashing.
Balances.
Yeah.
All things perfectly balanced as they should
Yeah.
be. All right, nice one, boys. Peace.
Peace.
Nice one,
That was a good boss, man. Yeah, it was a very good pod. I know. In our group chat, I'm going to see hella acts. What do you mean by orders?
Bro, they should not talk to anyone about Odegaard for the rest of the season. Stop, yeah.
Yo. When I spit bars in a rave, man, I go hard like Santan. Yo. When I spit bars in a rave, man, I go hard like Santan.